Good evening and Merry Christmas to everyone, and all the happy holidays to everybody, truly. Thank you for coming to the stream or to Stitch with me or whichever part you're watching. I'm celebrating with a little bit of Dr. Pepper. And we're going to bring out an old favorite, Old World Map 2. And so, for those of you guys who have been around for a long time, you know that this is a project that I've been working on. Good morning, Lucy. Good morning. Habit. Good evening. And I have not worked on this piece in some time, but we're bringing it out, well, this week. I've been bringing it out the last couple of days, working on this piece. Really excited about it. So, oh, good. You got your... Talking to my husband. Got your poncho?
I got my poncho.
Christmas poncho. It's got magnetic clasps or whatever, little buttons.
Yeah.
Good, it fits your head, sort of. Sort of. There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It looks great on you.
That's warm.
That looks exactly like how you've been wearing that blanket for the last, couple months.
Oh, yeah. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're okay. It's worth it just to see you putting that on. And so, did you have it on backwards?
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a front or a back.
Yeah, it's true. It's just however you feel comfortable. You good?
Oh, yeah. I love you, baby.
I love you. You have a good fun down there. Sees you later. Lucy, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Yeah, I absolutely love this piece, and I'm glad that I am bringing it back out. I'm glad that I have forever been trying to get back in touch with this piece, and finally it has happened. I am super excited. So if anything is sort of like, yeah, 2020 is over, it's that this piece is up. Let me pull up Pattern Keeper for it. Oh, 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 da-da, dum, 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 da-da. I just got to find the right pair of glasses to wear. I got like 5 pairs. I never have a pair, but this time I have like 5 pairs. More. See, I keep saying morning. I need to say Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, cars. Merry Christmas, Trista. It's over 200 colors. I'm stitching it on. This is Old World Map 2 from, Boxing Day. Yay! Happy Christmas, happy Boxing Day. Yep, nighttime stream. We voted on it last week. We're going to do a Christmas night stream. But yeah, so we're, so over 200 colors. This piece is about 1 million stitches, and it's massive, massive fabric. I've only gotten the top row worked on. This thing goes on forever. But I'm about... You can kind of see on your screen, I'm at the Losas Inmenta, blah, 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 blah. I don't even know how to say it. But I'm that far along, and I'm super excited to get back into cross-stitching this piece. I am. It's just trying to accumulate the colors, trying to track them all down now is the hard part, but you know what? We'll get back into it. Ye old map. Thanks, Crazy. Good. So yeah, I keep wanting to say good morning. Merry Christmas, Winian. Merry Christmas, Storm. Merry Christmas, Crazy. It's habit just to yell out, morning. It's morning where Crazy is. Da, 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 da. Oh, we're having an issue with our fridge. I'm hoping it's not trying to die on us. The freezer hadn't been getting very cold, so we finally we pulled it out tonight, and because the ice hasn't been properly freezing, and I love ice in my drinks. So this is 18 km stuff. This is 18 count. Hey Kay, hello from Australia. Oh, thank you so much, Kay. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. It's still technically night to you as you haven't been to bed. Nice. Up late. Could I even fit that massive thing on my roller frame? Not with what I have. I would need to customize it and actually um, like, because it's about five, I want to say it's 5.5 feet wide. So it would have to be custom. And I honestly don't think that I could ever get it tight enough that I would be happy with stitching it. You can see this is why I stitched this with a really small frame. This one's only, I mean, it's the size of my hand. My hand is like about a foot wide. No, it's not. It's about, what, about a 4 inch, probably a 5 inch frame. Hoop, hoop. Hey, Becky. Happy Boxing Day. Happy Christmas. Awesome. I was hoping that I'd have some other folks to be able to join us tonight, being sort of a late Friday night stream. Late Friday night stream. Num, num, num. I need some. I took a late nap tonight. We went over to some friend's house to have or lunch, basically a late lunch, and got home and I was like, yeah, I think I should take a nap before the stream. And then I was like, it's too late in the day, I shouldn't nap. And then I just napped anyway. So there you go. So I started I wanted to start like a half an hour ago, but such is life. Now I have this on auto exposure. Hey, Nanette. And so if the exposure gets weird because it goes in and out, let me know. But I'm going to see what I can do. Stitching. These glasses are dirty. Let me try this pair. They're not dirty. They're just not terribly. I find that I have different pairs of glasses for different projects for some reason. Merry Christmas, Belle. Merry Christmas, Becky. You had that worry too with your fridge before? I bought refrigerator and freezer thermometers for your peace of mind. I gotcha. Yeah, so we pulled it out and sort of vacuumed all the coils, got all the big, humongous dust bunnies that were under and around behind the fridge. And I also put things into the fridge, like I decreased the open area of the freezer so that hopefully it doesn't have to work as hard, because the fridge feels like it's keeping everything cool enough, but the freezer just isn't. So I went through and just changed everything out, and I'm hoping that'll be fine. And if not, then we're gonna go out and get a new. Our fridge is terribly old. It's got to be at least 20 years old, but we're hoping it can hang on for a little bit longer. All right, I just got to figure out real quick kind of where I'm at with this. Because that got stitched. And just figuring. Up here is where I need to be. There we go. Hot diggity dog, diggity. I'm so happy. I'm so happy to get this thing back out again. Hello, Mass Bandit. Hello, Merry Christmas. Hello, Daphne. Hello, Wicked Garden. Merry Christmas, all. Merry Christmas, Renee. Merry Christmas, Stitch & Co. Foco. Fort Collins? Where are you from? I saw that you followed earlier. That's awesome. Thank you. My day has been lovely. My day went by really fast. Lots of busy stuff. But it's been a good Christmas. Just relaxed. We did go visit some friends. It's the only pair of friends that we've seen, and thankfully they're doing good. They all had COVID. They were quite sick about 6 weeks ago, and since then they've recovered. They're doing well. So we went and we hung out with them. Figured that's about as safe as anybody to hang out with, and had lovely lunch and filled the bellies. And now I've come home and I've already been stitching on this this piece this week. Part of the reason I was all jazzed to get like my weekly stitch update, and then I did an end of year for my YouTube channel where I go through all the stitching progress for the year. And honestly, I've been talking about doing Old World Map 2 again, and I finally just was like, you know what, I'm just pulling it out. I'm just gonna jump in and start working. And so this is the second day this week that I've done some stitching on Old World Map 2. I got a couple, about 200-300 stitches done, let's see, Wednesday night maybe. And so, pull that right out of the needle. Right out of the needle. Merry Christmas, Yoon. Merry Christmas, Becky. Say that. It's good to see you guys. I hope you all are well and safe and happy. Thanks, Mass Bandit. Oh, Fort Collins. Lovely. That's awesome. Merry Christmas, Bedford Falls. Merry Christmas, Movie House. Merry Christmas, you old building belly and loan. Oh. Oh, I love that movie. I didn't watch it this year. We watched Last Christmas last night, and I was all suitably depressed after that movie. That movie was, at least on first watching, like hurt my heart a bit. And now I've recovered, and I feel like, you know, that actually was a good movie. I liked it. It was good, but I was kind of sad after watching it. So I was like, I don't want to watch. I don't want to watch It's a Wonderful Life, because It's a Wonderful Life can sometimes be a little saddening of its own. It ultimately is very good, but it can be a little sad sometimes. Hey, Merry Christmas, Coop. Just finished watching my end of year video, made some great progress, and Merry Christmas. Thanks, Coop. The boys were home for Christmas Eve and day. Nice to have all of us under the same roof for a night. Nice. Oh, you posted a picture of your honeybee portrait on the Facebook page. I'm going to have to go check that out. Thanks, Coop. Then I finished Ronnie Rose U.S. Capitol. I didn't see the piece in my annual recap video. Why didn't I show that? Why didn't I show that? No, I did not finish it. I must have left that fabric someplace. I don't know why I didn't put it in. I remember seeing it at some point. There were so many pieces. I wasn't as organized about it as I was like the year or two before. Usually I'm quite organized. This year I was just like, just got the video done. And so, I didn't make any progress at all. With Ronnie Rowe, and I love the man, I do. I know him, he's a friend, I love him, he's great. I'm probably not going to do a lot of Ronnie Rowe in the futures because it's so similar to what some of the stuff that I'm doing now. I need to, although I gotta say, I've seen some of his new stuff coming out in the new year, and I might have to jump into some of it. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But no, I didn't. I actually never made any progress from the beginning of the year, and I didn't put it in my end of year, did I? I don't know why. Probably because I was so unorganized. Why was I live on YouTube yesterday? I got a notification that I was going live. Oh, I did a premiere, is what I did. I did a premiere for the end of year video at like 10 o'clock in the morning my time or something. I know a lot of people look forward to that video. They like seeing the parade of whips, so to speak. And so I wanted to make sure that was sort of that was your notification. But no, not live. Not live. But I always enjoy that. But then I always feel like, gosh, I just didn't get that much done this year. And I say that every year. But I concentrated my progress in like just 3 or 4 pieces. And so I see some finishes. I definitely see finishes coming up in 2021 for sure. And I honestly, if I could just finish out this row of Old World Map 2, I've been talking about finishing this top row for the last 2 years. I could actually just get it done, I'd be very happy. I only have like that much to go. So it's like maybe 4 or 5 pages, maybe 4. So it's not very far. So that's a good thing. That's a really good thing. I thought about Ronnie Rowe. I thought you had a few of his pieces on the go of his. I only had one, the U.S. Capitol. The others might actually be the pieces that look like his but are actually mine, like blah, 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 the Empire State Workers, and I did Raising the Flag. They're very similar to his. Basically, it is his style, but something like that. But yeah, but no, I haven't really been working on it too much. Merry Christmas Movie House. They're doing It's a Wonderful Life on old time radio right now. Nice. Definitely finishes for Reaper and Rainy Waterloo Place, I think. I would agree. I would agree. I think I stitched. Ooh, I'll show you what I stitched today and last night and today on Reaper. I got a bit more done. So that's the bottom 2 pages. So we're making grand progress on those. So I'm very happy about that. I got about 300-400 stitches on that one so far this week. I do want to start keeping track of like stitches per week per piece. I think that it is I think stats are motivating sometimes. Hopefully they won't be discouraging in the coming year, but I'm just excited to sort of start the year over. I always feel like with my cross stitching, it's like, oh, it's another year. How much progress can I make this year? And I don't know. I feel like this coming year, I'm going to make a lot of progress. If I had known what was to happen this past year, I would have been like, are you kidding me? It's crazy. Oh yeah, did anybody get stitchy stuff for Christmas gifts? Monument Valley. No, not Monument Valley. I don't know what Monument Valley is. Is that a Ronnie Rowe piece? It's gone 1:10 in the morning. Been up since 8 Christmas morning, and remembered you saying on your YouTube you're going live. So happy you get to finally see me. Yeah, I'm happy you get to see me live too. That's awesome, Becky. Well, happy Christmas. You're excited to see Reaper get done. Me too. Yeah, stats can be either depending on your outlook. Exactly. So you just got to stay positive and happy. Positive and happy. Well, for me, I got a major Christmas gift on, what night was it? Was it Wednesday night? Yeah, it was Wednesday night. So after I had done all my videos and everything, I finally got the word from the town that our kennel expansion could finally open after forever. 5.5 months of construction, 2.5 years of planning. The thing that has been stressing me out more than anything over the last year or two, the biggest project that I've ever really like done professionally. I finally got it done, and so while we're not totally done with the whole process of construction, the fact that we're open was like literally made me burst in tears from just having it be such a relief. So that being done is going to allow me to just switch my focus now to other things and hopefully be able to be really dedicated to my cross stitch. It puts me one step closer to a major step closer to being able to not work as much, stay home a little more, get a little bit more stitching done. I think that's the goal for us all. You need fabric for 2 of my patterns? Well, thank you. Shame about Stormtrooper piece, but I think you're right. There's not much left on the Boba Fett one. Yeah, I think I can finish Boba Fett. I've just got to give myself a little bit of time, and I'm going to need a little bit of patience to figure out exactly what I need to finish on that piece. But why not? I'm so close. I really am. I was shocked to see like how much I actually had done this year. That one came really close to being done. And honestly, like taking a step back for a while and looking at it, I am kind of like, that does actually look kind of good. And since they brought Boba back on The Mandalorian, made him kind of a good guy, um, I'm excited to actually work on him. Come on, Jules. Everything's all stuck here. So honestly, I think some of my bigger pieces are going to get, not bigger pieces, but some of these big pieces that I've been working on for the last couple of years, they're going to get finished here. Now, Reaper's going to go off to a friend, so Reaper won't actually be hanging on the wall once we're done. But Rainy Waterloo will hang, and Boba will hang. Hopefully Boba will hang. Boba won't hang if Boba doesn't look good, but we'll see. We'll see. Hubby gave you a card with cash to get all your fabric for all your new starts this year. That is amazing. I didn't get any stitching stuff, but Dad is sending me some money, so I'll probably use that for stash. Nice. Oh, and 10 others you're going to start? Nice. Oh, thanks for all the congratulations, guys. I got a cross-stitch book called Bewitching Cross-Stitch by Joan Elliott for my Nan, and not quite cross-stitch, but a new diamond painting. Nice. I received amazing Blackbird patterns, 4 books and 5 patterns, and the wooden box for casting a spell, and 6 very large packages of 25 count Ada. Holy cow, Santa was very good for you today. I got stitch gifts from hubby, an overlocker, no more shredding fabric edges, and a really nice queen, the group kit from Jane Designs I've been drooling over. Nice! I may have gotten 3 new hay patterns for my birthday on the 15th and 2 new full coverage charts from Cross Stitch Studio. Your treat for you. Yay! Thank you, thank you. Sharing on Facebook group. Oh, I've been watching The Mandalorian. Oh man, I gotta tell you, I love Baby Yoda too. And that last episode, that season finale, holy cow, oh, I still have chills over that whole thing. I loved how the season ended. That was awesome. After 3 months, you finally got your Bell cross stitch back from the framers on Wednesday. Nice! You know, post it on the Facebook group? You'll have to screenshot Reaper when I get it done, or stitch it yourself. Nice. You got more Omanic rods and scroll frames and a few new patterns. Nice! Happy Christmas, Allie. How are you doing? We're doing well. Lovely. Now, does anybody have any cross-stitch resolutions for the next year? Are we, I think if I had a cross-stitch resolution, it would be finishing the top row on Old World Map 2 and finishing up the patterns that I talked about on my video, the Reaper pattern and Rainy Waterloo Place, Boba Fett. I think I can get at least 3 finishes this year, minimum. There's some smaller ones that I might delve into here and there that I kind of want to stitch quickly, so to speak. Stitch quickly, you say? All right, now the question is, where am I? Okay, let's mark this out here and move down here. There's coyotes outside. Or if they're not coyotes, then they're geese, but I think it's coyotes. It's a really high-pitched sound, but it's really faint, but that's what I heard. I heard what I heard. All right, here we go. Let's see here. Resolution is to face my fear and start my first HAID. Oh, dude, you can totally do it. I mean, HAIDs and anything, it's just one stitch at a time. It's one 10 by 10 block at a time. You know, it's no need to be afraid. You can totally do it. I need to update. I need to redo my how to do large cross stitch pieces video. I did one like about 3 years ago, and I need to redo it because nowadays I do it differently. Like I grid now. I use Pattern Keeper. You know, there's a lot of other things that I can talk about in terms of you know, just additional things in the repertoire that could be done. So it's one of my more popular videos for my channel. So I'm going to have to make sure that I do that at some point. Let me read more of your resolutions. Your stitching resolutions. Finish my sweetheart cottage and honeybee max color and honeybee portrait. Ooh, I can't wait to see honeybee portrait finished. That I mean, I got to look at that picture that you posted, but that's awesome. Stitch resolution, stitch faster, get some HAIDs finished so you can start another 5. Oh, I understand that, right? You got the Monopoly board pattern that you've seen on the Facebook page. Hope to get that one done. That's awesome. Who's is it Winnie? Who's not who's doing Monopoly right now? One of you guys is, and I always forget who's doing what. Hoping to get your first mini HAID done by next year. Oh, that's awesome. Oh my God, yes, I might be able to keep my goals this year. So 1,500 stitches a week, those are your goals. Oh, that's a good goal. I want to make at least 12 cross-stitch Christmas ornaments by December. Nice. Want to finish Tuscan Flavors, not a piece I would normally stitch, but my sister-in-law asked me if I would since it was too difficult for her. And I've been slogging my way through confetti for almost 3 years. And to finish, God Gave Us Flowers. Wow. Confetti for 3 years? Wow. Was going to make it 2,000, but thought I had a better chance of doing it with 1,500. Yeah, totally. And then the days that you get more than 1,500 done, then that's a success. So I got called away just as I said hi. My day was good. Just got done watching the new Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman. Oh, Monopoly wasn't you. I forgot who did Monopoly. Ah, Cars is doing Monopoly. That's right. You just did your last stitch? Yay! Yay! Congrats, Cars. That is amazing. Good job. Oh, that is amazing. Just finished your last stitch. Oh, that is what a feeling that is. And you got it done before the end of the year. Good job. That is amazing. You were just stitching on that last square. Oh, that was a lot of red, wasn't it? Whew. You're seeing red. That is awesome. Congratulations. 35,270 stitches complete. Nice. Fantastic. You have finished 18 whips this year. Wow, Nanette. And I did 8 swaps exchanges, so I'm pretty happy with what I have done. If I work really hard the next 5 days, it could have another finish. Nanette, I got to tell you that my life goals are to get to where you are in terms of how much you can stitch per day. I think it's on my bucket list of what I want to accomplish one day to stitch that much. That would be amazing. Amazing. Let's see, let's move this over here. All right, I'm going to stay down here and stitch down this bottom corner here. So I find as I go that I have Pattern Keeper and thank you so much, Angie. Thanks for following. Merry Christmas. I hope you enjoy the group. But so one of the reasons why I wasn't working on Old World Map 2 was because I had it on Pattern Keeper on my phone, and then I switched phones and I didn't switch over Pattern Keeper. I wouldn't be surprised if I actually had a problem doing it. I just don't remember. But Golden Kite's patterns are password protected, which is good. I mean, that way you can't just willy nilly, put this thing anywhere. But nope, not that one. This one. So when I tried to and maybe there's a way to do it, and there probably is. I just didn't look that hard for it. But when I transferred over uh, Old World Map 2 into my new phone for Pattern Keeper, I just had to redo. I had to remark out all my progress I had made up to this point. So I've pretty much done that, but there's still some stitches on this page I that were done months ago that I haven't gotten quite up to date with on my Pattern Keeper. So I'm still catching up with that a wee bit, but otherwise, doing good. Doing good, doing good. But super excited. I remember when I got Pattern Keeper finally working for Old World Map 2. It was so funny because I think it was literally like I probably said more than once, with Pattern Keeper, Old World Map 2 will be done so much faster. I'll get so much more done this year. And then I switched phones, and then that was all she wrote for this year for this pattern. But that's okay. And yeah, I could switch it over to um, like an Amazon Fire or something like that. I do have one, but part of me is just like I'm not a tablet person, so I think that I would be more inclined to break it, lose it. I just don't use it I wouldn't use it for anything else. I haven't used it for anything else. I thought I would, but I didn't. And my phone is always with me. My phone is always safe. Um, and I don't mind using a smaller screen to stitch. It's just, it's just the way I like it. Just the way I like it. Oh, the Tuscan flavors, you haven't worked on it consistently. It's not that big, just not your style. I got you. I got you. Your hubby just posted framed bell on the Facebook group. Nice, thank you. Got 2 whip go boards for 2021 to try and push some good progress on some of my whips. What's a whip go board? Your first large piece done. Great job, Cars. Your goal was to have it finished in 2020 and end the year on a good note, and that you did. Oh, wow. Allie says, I didn't start stitching until August this year. Oh, that's awesome. But you did get 5 patterns completed, and for next year, you're going to try and track your daily stitches on each project. Nice. Hey, Anna. Merry Christmas. Good to see you back again. It has been a while. Gonna save up for an Android tablet next year so you can get Pattern Keeper. Currently using your iPad. I get you. I get you. I get you. I mean, for a piece like, Pattern Keeper for Old World Map 2, it's like that. This is why Pattern Keeper was created, because on the physical pattern itself, it's so hard to look at because there's just so many different colors. I mean, it's over 200 colors, and it's all over the place. And it's one of those things that Pattern Keeper is so much easier for me to look at. Somebody like to zoom in so that the symbols are larger, and then the fact that you can highlight what you have to stitch is makes it so much easier. It really cuts down on the time um, of just hunting for like, where's my next stitch? Did I get all my stitches done on this particular square or page? So yeah, I can't recommend Pattern Keeper highly enough. Yeah, Old World Map 2. Yep. My New Year's resolution, well, one of my many stitching resolutions, is to work on this baby. So it feels good to bring it back out and work on it again. It really does. For those of you guys who haven't been following my YouTube the entire time, I've always called this piece my lifetime project because it feels like it's going to take my whole lifetime to get this thing done. And I have the promise of my husband that if I were to pass on before I finish this piece, he will put all this in my, well, I will probably be cremated, but he'll have everything cremated with me so that I can work on it in the afterlife, so to speak. That's our deal. Of course, our real deal is that I don't pass on before him, so that might be a little bit more difficult for him to do that. But you guys know what I'm talking about. You guys know what I'm talking about. Whip go. Bingo type board with 25 squares. Whip a square, set your own goals. Whip a square, set your own goals. 2 numbers pulled each month. Ah. When you highlight what you stitch, is there a way to mark them all done as well? You mean on Pattern Keeper? Yeah, so like if I, let's see. Well, I'll show you here in a second. But there is, you instead of like just swiping, like I gotta hit the marker. Instead of just like swiping, you just hold it down, and then it gives you the option to mark out the whole page, or mark out the page, or mark out the square. So yeah, it's a handy dandy tool, and it also is helpful because one of my biggest problems that I have with doing this kind of thing is invariably I'll forget to highlight things, and then I'm like, where am I? What's going on? Am I? And what's going on? So I got to come up and do the top corner, and then I can show you. Yeah. Overall map 2 is 5 feet by 4 feet, roughly. It's about 1,000,000 stitches. So let me show you. So I've been working on this piece for 2 years at least already. It's 18 count. And there it is. So, oh, it's huge. It is massive. It is amazing. Well, it's messy and it's a little dirty, but I don't care. It's kind of my life. Kind of who I am. A little messy, a little dirty. Getting our stitchy fingers dirty. But I am holding a lot of fabric in my lap right now, like a lot of fabric. This thing is massive. Usually, well, we're going to have to take a picture here. You know what? Thank you for reminding me. Hubby and I usually take a picture of this project after like a page or 2 or something, but I haven't taken a picture in like since the beginning of the year. So we need to get an end of year picture so that I can say end of 2020. Hooray! Hooray! Let's see here. Ooh, some spooky sounds from downstairs. What the heck? Okay, come up here. There we go. Oh, tangles. Tangles, and I didn't even know it. Untwist this a second. Here we go. 5 feet by 6 feet. I think it's 6 by 5. I think it's longer. Yeah, like up on the picture. It's I think it's just about, well, it's almost a square. It's amazing, is what it is. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's as big as you. Yeah, it's massive. I like the fact that Pattern Keeper lets you still import patterns that aren't compatible. You just manually set the grid. It's awesome. Absolutely. Or even the color chart. Like for whatever reason, Baseball's color chart did not import. I just imported Apothecary Shop, which that one will be coming back, guys, at some point as soon as I finish something. But Baseball's color chart didn't import, but I can import it, and then I'll be good to go with that one. So that will be good. But we're it's almost like, well, what the heck? It's kind of like a lot of people. I'm like resetting my cross stitch. It's like resetting my stitching and just resetting everything for 2021. It's literally like a reset. We wish we could have all those in life. There we go. Shoo. It's huge but beautiful. I highly recommend Golden Kite, guys. I mean, I don't talk about them a lot, but they have intricately beautiful patterns, and they also have mini golden kites too. So you don't always have to have massive, massive projects there, but their patterns are absolutely exquisite. This is the only one I have of golden kite. They're very popular in Europe, it looks like, just from like the website and from the message boards. But the Russians love golden kite. Um, I'm on the Golden Kite Facebook group, and invariably, it's always Russian language that somebody's posting their beautiful finish, and it's just exquisite, just unbelievable what they do. And there's a lot to choose from now. They're more expensive, and but you really do get what you pay for when it comes to Golden Kite. Um, it's uh, it's it's truly amazing. And I honestly, like, I think I paid like $60 for this pattern, and I think that's money well spent considering how many years it's going to be before I even get anywhere with this thing. So, and this was the pattern that when I was searching for my fabric, this is what brought me to a stitching shop here in Denver, and it was my first cross stitch needle workshop that I'd ever been in, and I absolutely and totally um, loved it. Fell in love with the whole concept. Became friends with Miss Christine there, and the rest is history because the rest has been insane. So, and I got this pattern after I finished my big cross stitch collectibles, um, the New York City street scene. When I finished that one, I was like, all right, time for another big project. And my husband convinced me to get this one. We had just started dating. Like, we were together for maybe 4 or 5 months when I had finished that other one. And he was like, no, go for it. Get the biggest one. I mean, totally. And like, you guys think I enable. He is chief enabler, or enabler in chief, I should say. Um, he is uh, he is to blame for a lot of this. To blame. Oh yeah, so let me show you. I know the exposure is a little off. If I show it to you this way, so when I go to, like, I've done all the stitching in this square, so I'll just hold it down. Then it gives me an option. Select all unfinished highlighted stitches in the square, or select all unfinished highlighted stitches on the page, which I never really do that unless I've just forgotten to do stitching at some point. So I'll just hit this. It highlights it. I hit check, and then it's highlighted, or it's marked out. So that works pretty well. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Do I create custom patterns? Yes, I do. Yes, I do, on my Etsy page. And so if you go to my Etsy store, Stitching Jewels Design, reach out to me on there. Just send me a message, and we can talk about it there. But yeah, I do create custom patterns. I've done 4 maybe so far, and everybody seems pretty happy with it. I custom tailor it to like what you want in terms of, do you have a preference on colors, size, just all that. So you just let me know. I can turn down the brightness and it'll show better. Oh, thanks, Daphne. Is that what it is? Oh, you're so smart. Oh, man. You think I'd know? Thank you so much. I have my phone on like ridiculous bright, like ludicrous bright. Thanks. Oh, you're welcome, Stitch. You're welcome. Oh, You wish you had more life and you would buy it? Oh, I understand that. I gotta live to be like 150. Yeah, Golden Kite, gorgeous pieces. Absolutely. Daphne, that's like really important. Thank you so much, because now people can actually see my screen, which is important. What's up, Bird? How you doing, Bird? Bird was singing this morning. Singing up a storm. Ah, come here. Right there. There we go. Ah. The only thing about this piece, but it's going to be difficult when I go back to the second row, is there's going to be so much fabric that I'm going to have to hold, well, I'm going to put in my lap, I should say. But I'm right on the edge of this massive piece of fabric. This is probably as easy as it's going to get with this piece. And maybe someday I'll be able to create or modify something so I could put Old World Map 2 on a frame. But for now, nah, I really like to just hold it in hand. I mean, it's not really in hand, it's in a hoop, but I really like it. You're stitching on a honeymoon piece for your niece's wedding gift. Nice! Hey, Atenia! Merry Christmas! Very cool. That's nice. That's lovely. When is she getting married? Okay. I think if I have another New Year's resolution, like I want to do such a better job with the YouTube channel. Just some more videos, more explaining some stuff, more showing you guys where you can find cool patterns, supplies, and not even just in cross stitch. Like I've got the blog has resources for a lot of different hobbies, and so I wanted to kind of put a bunch of things up there. Hopefully, with this whole business thing being resolved, I'll be able to like truly refocus, and it'll just be a better year. We'll see. We'll find out. She got married in Las Vegas on November. Nice. Yeah, is anybody doing a New Year's Day start? That would be cool. I'm starting it today. Or next week. I don't know if I have any plans. I really don't. If I did anything, like there's this one, I think I have the fabric already. I gotta look and see it. But I want to do this Lizzie Kate. I just really like the concept of it. And so I'm pretty sure I already have the fabric. But this is another one that I may just work on getting done pretty quickly at some point. I will do the DMC colors just because there's a lot of different, I mean, there's the crescent colors, weeks dye works, gentle art. That's a lot of different things to go through. So I think I'll just do the DMC equivalents. Causes for 2/2. Stitch count, yeah, it's pretty small. 262 by 31. So I want to say that I probably got this at a stitching shop at some point. I love Lizzie Kate. Makes me sad that she's no longer putting out new patterns. But there's so many other artists that are, or designers that are doing things similar to her now. So we'll hopefully have those kinds of patterns that will be still very widely available. And she, you can still find her stuff everywhere. So let's see. You're doing pandemic, dyed the fabric, and over dyed the thread yourself. Wow. You'll post on the Facebook next Friday. Nice. Just let the husband know I finished Monopoly. His response, now you'll have to start another big one. Dude, your husband sounds like my husband. That's awesome. That's awesome. You have 8 other whips that include 2 Hades, 2 cross-stitch collectibles. Oh, which cross-stitch collectibles are you doing? A Ronnie Rowe and 3 samplers. Which Ronnie Rowe are you doing? Definitely the Queen kit, you think. There you go. Sailor's Ruin and Tiki Beach by Hade. I'm probably going to do a Christmas stocking for your husband. Oh, that is, you guys are doing some amazing stuff. Like truly amazing stuff. That is awesome. Dun, da, da, dum. Dum, bum, 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 bum. Truly incredible. I'm so glad I'm starting this piece back up. This makes me so happy. Wow. There we go. That is nice. You're working on 2 Hades. Nice. Your 8-year-old for a gecko pattern for Christmas today. Oh, he got a gecko. Oh, he's already 10 stitches in. That's awesome. That's so awesome. Oh, you're dejected thinking about the stockings she stitched for her nephews when they were little. When mom died, the stockings disappeared with most of the collectible tree ornaments mom had collected. Oh man, that's a bummer. Well, it's time to start new things. That's a bummer though. I'd start my new Hades, but Lakeside Needlecraft have been out of 28 count easy count for a while now, so you're waiting for it to come back in stock. Ah, gotcha. Oh, nice. Rainy Wadley Place, New York Street Scene 1919. Yay! That's the one that I finished. Across New York at night, waiting to be started. Ooh. U.S. Capitol for Ronnie Rowe on page 5 of 9. Oh, so you really, you've gotten past that. I'm still on the tree in the upper left corner. Ronnie's told me more than a couple times he wished he hadn't put the tree in that pattern. And I'm like, yeah, I'm bogged down on it. But it is such a nice pattern. Such a nice pattern. Where am I? Oh, I'm up here. So, oh, and then I also want to finish, I probably want to finish 3 or 4 of my own pieces. I want to finish the Lincoln Memorial at night. I really want to finish that one. To me, I still don't know how I did that one. The way I took the picture, I put it in some phone apps, like some artistic sketch type phone app things one night, late at night, and I think it was like a Friday night or something, and I couldn't sleep, and I was playing around as I was in bed, and I got it to work and made this like ridiculously artistic cross stitch design that looks like nothing that I'd ever seen. And now I'm in love with the piece and I want to finish it, but I got work to do. I got me some work to do on that one. All right, so then we're gonna finish that square. There we go. And move on to the next couple. it helps me being able to focus by only showing a little bit of this pattern at a time. It really does help me to focus. It's good for me. You agree with the U.S. Capitol tree? Yeah, he's. It's so funny every time he talks about it. Um, isn't planning to start anything new for the new year. Tries to keep her whips under control by not having more than 3 for each craft at a time. Wow, I already had 3 cross stitch, 3 knitting, 2 crochet, and 1 tatting. Holy cow, dude! Hey, miss. Sorry for just popping in, but I have to know what app I'm using. Never seen a digital pattern like that. This is called Pattern Keeper. So it's Pattern Keeper app. You can do a Google search for it, but it's on the Google Play Store or Android. It's not for iOS yet, but if you have a Google phone, you have a Google or Android device, you can use this. But yeah, it's called Pattern Keeper. There's a Facebook group that you can hop on to join it, see what they say. You know, there's a lot of problem solving and a lot of people who are using it and showing all the little tricks and things or whatnot. But yeah, this is totally, it's a game changer. It's a total game changer. Let me show you real quick. So I have all my pieces here. So I got, oh guys, I got a pottery shop. Now baseball's not in because I haven't imported the colors, but I have my other pieces. There's my Empire State Workers, and there's Reaper, and then there's the Lincoln Memorial at Night one, and Rainy Waterloo. So if I go back um, to my, it does that. And so it keeps track of all my colors, how many stitches I have to do. So it's pretty awesome stuff. But yeah, you can come in anytime you want to and hang out. Dang, they need to get with Apple or you'll just hijack your husband's phone. Nice. You know, they're working on an Apple, an iOS port for this. So that is the next big project. It's they are working on it. So how do I format my own designs to work in Pattern Keeper? Would love to know the process. You know, there was a couple settings that Needlebug told me about. Um, I don't remember exactly what she told me. It's the settings in WinStitch that I use, but you have to, when you export your pattern out as a PDF, there are a couple things that you need to do in order for Pattern Keeper to be able to read it correctly. Now, um, uh, is it Asa? I forgot her name that runs the Pattern Keeper app. Um, she could probably also tell anybody, but I forget exactly what Needlebug told me, but it is in the export settings on WinStitch. You don't use WinStitch? You know, there's got to be somebody else out there that can help you. If you go to the Pattern Keeper app page and post it, you can probably, thanks for following, miss. You can probably find somebody that can help you. Lincoln Memorial is going to be awesome. I know, right? It's going to be amazing. Oh, crazy. You got a busy day tomorrow? Happy Christmas. Happy Boxing Day. It's late. You should get some sleep. You take care, okay? We'll see you next time. Ronnie wrote, I have all his pen and ink patterns in that series and the 4 Americana patterns he came out with about a year ago. I also just got a kit from him off of Etsy of the Governor's House, Williamsburg. Nice. Um, I will tell you that I can't say much because he'd kill me, but he showed me some of his designs coming out this next year, and one of his new pen and ink designs is really, really nice. Um, I think it's going to be a big hit. I can't say more than that, but let me just say when I saw it, I was like, whoa! And so it's it's pretty good. And he's such a nice man. He really is. And he has his own Etsy page now. He has his own Etsy store. Now, some of his patterns are sold by another cross stitch store on Etsy that he licensed out, but he now sells some of his other stuff. He now sells on his own Etsy page. So that's awesome. Looks at the clock. Yikes, I have to leave for work in 11 hours. Should be thinking about getting off the computer to do your PT exercises and getting ready for bed. Well, all right. Good night. Merry Christmas. Hope to see you again soon. Absolutely. I'll be back streaming Sunday morning. If you can make it, I will be streaming Sunday morning. Usually I get on at roughly about 8 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. So, hope to see you then. We're going to be on for a while tonight. Christmas night stream. Oh man, I hope my ice machine, or my freezer, I hope it works, or else I'm getting a bag of ice tomorrow. That's all I gotta say. I'm addicted to ice. I gotta have me ice. Gotta have me ice. Look how bad I like. Look at that. That's just so bad. I have like gotten that almost healed so many times, and then I just it just wears itself open, and that's just lack of moisture and the stitching. As you can see, it's like I have to use the thumb so much it just presses that area apart. Oh, if only I would be disciplined enough to put some stuff on my hands when I go to sleep at night, because I really need to. My other New Year's resolution, and I never do New Year's resolutions. I've always been kind of cynical about them, but considering the year we've had and the stress that I've had in my life, my other New Year's resolution is take better care of myself in this next year. I need to start getting stronger, eating better, focusing on less stress, get back into meditating. It's hard. It's so hard for me to meditate, which is why I should meditate. Come on, Jules. And hopefully everything falls into place. Hey, Becky. Hey, Ruth. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Rodeo Grandma. New project. Old project brought back to life. This is called Old World Map 2. And I have had this in the what do you call it? In the back room, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, on the sidelines for months, finally bringing it out. You didn't want the frog for Christmas? No, not the Christmas frog. You bought the super jumbo size cone in 310 because of Ronnie Rowe patterns? Nice. Nice. That does help, doesn't it? That does help. Yeah, I actually bought one too when I started doing my own, because of how many monochromatic pieces that I have as well in my store. I'm like, I gotta give me some. I gotta give me a lot of 310. I should have done it a long time ago, because all the 310s that I had done, or 310s, all the Ronnie Roads I'd done in the past, I would have easily gone through one of those cones already. It would have been so much easier. Ooh, I'm about ready to start with a pin stitch. That's not what I want to do. Ba, 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 ba. But, oh, whoops. I am really excited for 2021 in a way that I haven't been excited for a year, and I maybe ever, maybe ever, maybe ever. Things have, knock on wood, getting some big projects, some big things done in my personal life my professional life have really changed my outlook overall. So years of and that's not, we're not just talking about the kennel and whatnot, but there's other things that I've been working on for a very long time that are finally going to start seeing some fruition now. I'm super excited. I think in my perfect world, someday down the line, I would add at least one more day of where I stream. Like maybe I keep my Friday night stream or something. Do Thursday, Friday, Sunday or something. I don't know. We'll see. But that I need more time before I can do that. But that's down the road. I'm addicted to ice. Am I eating the ice? I was that way a few years back. Like I was chomping on ice all day long. Then somebody asked me whether I have an iron deficiency. Next time I saw my doc, I asked him, got my blood work done, and sure enough, I was low on iron. Had to take iron supplements for a spell. That fixed my ice craving, which was great because I was getting worried about my next dentist visit. You know, I used to chew on ice when I was in college, and I remember when I was in school, I would get at the whatever you call it, the cafe or whatever, I would get a big thing of ice for my classes with crushed ice, and I chewed the ice all the time back then, all the time. And then finally one day we were taking a test, and I was chomping on ice during the test, and somebody just yelled at me because I didn't really realize I was being that loud. And ever since then, like I no longer chomp on ice. No, I don't. I get the big ice cubes. I just have to have things ice cold. I don't, if I'm drinking a warm drink like coffee or hot chocolate, I'm okay with that. But everything else has to be cold, like ice cold. So it's, so I'm just, I need it for that reason. So I need it like almost at almost freezing temperature, really. I don't know why, I just do. I've had my blood work checked. I get my blood work checked at least once a year. My iron is doing good. And so, but yeah, I get you, dude. I get you. That's like pica. Pica is a condition where you eat things that are not in your normal diet. Happens in animals too, but it's not usually associated with an iron deficiency. In people, it is. Weird cravings for like things you shouldn't eat. But yeah, no, thankfully I don't have any of that. But yeah, I am addicted to ice, big time. Dinner time. See you, Stitch and Co. Merry Christmas, all. Am I stitching with two threads? Yes, I am. Two threads over one on 18 count. The pattern called, well, it didn't call for this. The one nice thing, there's many nice things about Golden Kite, but um, it gives you all these different options for what count fabric you're using. You know, it tells you kind of like how much, oops, I need to go back. Almost missed a stitch here. It tells you like the size of your project for, different count fabric and whatnot right on there. So anyway, it's really nice, like a lot of places. And I remember looking at it and going, man, I wish I could do it in 14 count, but 25 count would have been great, but I don't like stitching on 25 count. I'm such a baby about that. I'll stitch for short periods of time on this, and 18 count for this piece and Reaper are fine. I don't purposely kind of look for 18 count though, because I'm gonna untwist because it's just not as comfortable to me, and I think it's just the needle. Like I don't use small enough needles. Oh yeah, I did get my sister-in-law gave me um, like an embroidery kit that has like some fabric, some scissors, a lot of different things, but it came with this whole container of these really tiny embroidery needles, which actually work fantastic. Do I have one here? I should use this. Yeah, let me pull it here. So it's these little tiny, hold on, little tiny embroidery needles, a lot smaller, the eye's smaller, but I can actually use it a lot better. Let me just switch over to that. I totally forgot about that before I got started. It's very helpful. The thing that I like about it is that the eye of the needle is so much longer. It's not terribly wide, but it's longer, so it's more forgiving than, I don't know if you can see it, the eye of this. I can't really see it. The eye of the other needle is about half of what this tiny needle is. And yeah, I should have been using this one all along. This needle is a lot smaller, but boy, it works really, really well. I was using it on Reaper earlier. Let's see here. So I got that done. Now, can I get, is that the edge of the page? Yes, it is. Okay. Okay. I wonder, is this the year that I had to frog half of a page of this? Or was that the year before? I can't remember. There was a year that, there was a point at which I was doing one of these pages and I was halfway down the page and I realized, I don't know why I realized it when I was halfway down the page because it has the writing on the top. I should have realized I was doing it wrong, but oh well. But I had to frog out so much. There we go. The thing that I like too about this page is, or this project is, I can actually fit almost a whole page inside of this small frame. Now on this, I've actually moved it over some because there's stitches on this prior page that I haven't done that I thought might be easier for me to see and stitch as I do this. I haven't gotten there yet, but we'll see about that. You noticed I'm not using the loop method as a start. Was curious as to why. I use the loop method when I'm two-handed stitching, and since I'm holding the hoop in my left hand for this, I'm not doing the I'm not doing that. I mean, I could, but it's kind of habit for me to just do the regular, whatever you call that, you know, you tie it back. But I do the loop method for my two-handed stitching. So on my stitching frames, I'll do that. But otherwise, it's a little harder for me to, I mean, I totally could, but I don't know. Maybe that'll be another thing that I do this year that I'll add to my repertoire of stitching. Hey, Constance, Merry Christmas. I want to say thank you for my floss tubes. Oh, you're welcome. It was because of me that you made the leap into cross stitch and full coverage projects. Oh, that's nice. It was one of my how to do a full coverage. Yeah, I was just talking about that earlier. I was talking about how I needed to actually do an update on that video and redo it from a standpoint of all the new things I've learned over the last 2-3 years since I've made that video. Like in the sense of using Pattern Keeper, gridding, um, using a frame in some cases. But yeah, I definitely need to. Yeah, I definitely need to update that. Yeah, definitely, Whopper, definitely. So yeah. Get in there. Get in there. But I'm so pleased. That's awesome. I really appreciate that. You know, I'm entering my 4th or 5th year of floss tube. I want to say, I don't know. You know, when I went to do my end of year video, it was my 4th annual, so the end of 4 years. So I'll be starting my 5th year of floss tube coming up. Um, yeah, it's a bit crazy. It's, you know, it's honestly one of those things that hubby really encouraged me to do. Um, well, he's the one who actually got me to, well, to finally frame my pieces, and so, and then put them up on the wall. So that was not a good looking stitch, but I'm gonna leave it for now because I can pop that one on top, and it kind of looks okay. It looks okay. You're never gonna be able to say it. It's okay. Go. Butter, 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 butter. Butter, 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 butter. Wee. But sorry for the sniff. It's good. It's good, good, good. I also did a bunch of progress on reading Waterloo the other day, and so it's going to be a lot of progress this week. The end. Oh, I have my. It was. Oh, I was so disappointed when I pulled out Honeybee. This is Honeybee Portrait. I pulled out Honeybee Portrait, thinking, "Oh, I certainly look at all that I did this year." And the reality is, I only did like this year. That is unacceptable to me. I really thought, I'm like, where did this year go? In some ways, it was so fast, and in other ways, it was so slow. And I'm like, oh, I worked on Honeybee Portrait. No, I didn't. That was so bad. Anyway, I'm gonna do a better job. That's for dang sure. That's for dang sure. It's funny though, because I'm getting so much done in this last week of the year. It won't count technically. Well, I guess it does technically count because if I space my year as when my video was done, I should do that. I should count it as not calendar year, but almost calendar year, the year of when my like when I do my video for my end of year. Like that should like my well, yeah, that does work because I usually count like when I do my video during the week, I count that video as my end of week progress. So yeah, I can count these stitches as this year. I need to write down my progress or graph it up in some way. I need to figure out how to do that. That is a visual of something visual that's easy to see. Hey, Shani, haven't seen you in a while. Hello, hello, Merry Christmas. Your hubby frames your pieces for your birthday. Otherwise, they languish in the cupboard. Ah, well, good on your husband. That's awesome. Good job. Good job, Hubs. I should actually give that job to my husband, see if he can frame. Because I think he would be more inclined to take his time and do it right. I'm sort of like if I don't really like doing something, and I don't really like framing, so I kind of rush it and it ends up not looking as good. So maybe, yeah, maybe, you know what? That's a really good idea. And it's not like I'm saying something that he would be like, oh, don't make me do something. No, he loves to help. He's always like, how can I help you? How can I help you? And I'm like, can he stitch? And he's sadly no. He has a really bad, one of his eyes are really bad, and he uh, can't see to do the cross stitch. Probably really be difficult for him. So no, we don't make him do that. But maybe he'll frame for me. I'll have to bring that up. Hey, Toffee, how you doing? Merry Christmas. I hope you guys had a good Christmas. Stab, stab. There we go. Be back after dinner, considering doing the no background honeybee portrait. Goes way faster. I get you, dude. But I'm a total, do the whole thing, you know? Even though it's going to take me forever. I'm so glad that you've made so much progress, though. That's awesome. All right, but we'll be here. We'll be here when you're done. You had a great Christmas. Did I? I had a wonderful Christmas as well. A very relaxing Christmas. Saw a couple friends. Had some. We had seafood. We had a seafood feast. They always love to cook seafood for Christmas, so we had some crab legs, and we had some lobster tails, and a little bit of shrimp. It was lovely. And I didn't, for once, I didn't totally stuff myself and overeat. And although I did take my customary post-Christmas dinner nap, I do that every year. I usually fall asleep at their house. Um, in the past, like I'm one of those people that when I go over to my husband's friend's house, I invariably or his family's house, I always fall asleep. Like I don't know what it is. It's just like I totally relax and I'm like, yeah, nobody really needs to talk to me. I'm just gonna sleep over here, and I just feel so I don't know, just comfortable, I guess, that I can't sleep. I think I missed this square. No, no, it's okay. I'll be all right. Do this from here. But so I came home and slept, and it was pretty late. I think I slept from like 4:15 to 5:15 or so, and I was like, uh-oh, gonna be a late stream because I'm gonna be up for a while. We were up kind of late last night watching movies. Waiting for Santa. That sounds like an awesome Christmas feast. It was. Last night on your way home, you got a shredded tire? Oh no. Well, glad that you're safe. You slept till 3 today? Wow. Dude, I can't even sleep till like 7:30. If I slept till 8, that's usually, I don't even know how to sleep. I don't even know how to sleep in anymore. First of all, Binky doesn't like let me sleep in too far, although she is pretty good. Um, but somebody will usually wake me up, the cat or the Binky, or just me. All right, let me highlight a little bit here. There, there. Okay, let me move back. Ooh, I had a lot of stitching there that I didn't get to. You watched Muppet Christmas Carol last night. Nice. How is Binky doing? Binky's doing just fine. Binky's in her bed. She had dinner and she's tucked into her bed already. She likes to sleep a lot. She's you know what? I count it as feeling safe and being happy. And so um, when I can, I pick her up and I love on her and squeeze her and hug her. But she would prefer to be in the bedroom, where she feels most safe. And I'm okay with that. I'm not going to push her to come out and force her to be a bit more open. She's just fine the way she is. But I just adore that dog. Definitely one of the best things that happened to me this year. She is amazing. Glad to hear Binky's happy. Thanks. My nose is running. At least part of me is getting some exercise. That sounds like a Muppet. Those judges, those old guys up in the theater seats. Glad something of you is getting some exercise. I love the Muppets. I got a lot of little puzzles, like the little wooden puzzles that you have to take things apart and then put them back together. I'm really good at taking stuff apart. Putting it back together is a lot harder. And hubby got me like a whole set of those, and so I have to go through and do those now. I might do those on stream sometime, but I need to work on them. They're like cute little things that I could do like in the car. Um, it's so funny. He bought me a few more things that are basically all like for like entertainment on road trips. He really wants to go on more road trips this next year, and I'm not a big road trip person. A lot of it has to do with my neck, being comfortable with holding my head in place in the car for a long time. Um, it's hard on my neck, so I don't I don't like it, but we'll probably do some road trips this year because I know hubby really loves them. I just have to protect my neck, and there's ways I can do that totally. Brain teasers, I'm not well. The wooden puzzles are like they might be. I'm not sure what they're called, but they're just like there's like a sphere and a square and like a triangle, and all the little wooden pieces fit together to form those shapes, and then you can just they kind of come apart in different ways, and then you gotta try to fit them all back together to get the proper shape. It's the fitting back together that's hard for me because I don't memorize how I got it like apart in the first place. And then got me and I knew this was coming because I had asked for it. A little mini Keurig, like one of those little ones. Not the big expensive one, but the little one is like $70 that does like 1 cup at a time. Um, I definitely need to start. I've started drinking coffee the last month or so of the year because I really, really need to be more awake in the mornings. I've been struggling so much, um, especially with just the stress. I think I'll be happier in general now going forward, but I I definitely needed something to wake me up a bit more. And so this morning I had my first little Keurig cup, and it was the Cinnabon cinnamon roll. No, I couldn't really taste the cinnamon. My palate is not sensitive enough yet to be able to pick out coffee flavors, so it's going to take a while. But I had my first I had about 2/3 of a cup of coffee of normal caffeinated coffee for the first time. My husband really weakens his coffee, and that's what I had been drinking, this hazelnut brew, and but he really makes it like probably about half strength. So this morning was my first actual full cup, and I was definitely wired for the morning. I was bopping around, getting all kinds of stuff done, so that was pretty nice. That was very useful. Welcome to the dark side. Coffee is life, and flavored creamers make it fun. Yeah, that's why I finally got um, started drinking coffee because I discovered the keto or the keto flavored creamer, the one that has no sugar, because I don't like the sugar crashes are the worst, and I'm very sensitive to sugar, and so I wanted to get something that was sugar free. So the keto, I'm doing the gingerbread eggnog creamer right now, and that makes the coffee very tolerable. So that's that's gonna be my new thing going forward, which makes me happy. Makes me very happy. So that's part of the whole taking care of myself this year. Oh, you got my Fairy on the Moonlight project. Can't wait to start it. Oh, I can't wait to see what it looks like. Thank you so much. Please post pictures on the Facebook page. That would be awesome. Bailey's Creamer. We only indulge during the holidays. Non-alcoholic. Oh, yeah, the flavored creamers, absolutely. I'm gonna have to try that. Nice, 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 nice. Yeah, it is the dark side. I fully understand that. But the thing is that it actually is quite good for me compared to some of my other terrible habits that I sometimes do. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the dark side. I mean, I've waited my whole life to finally start drinking coffee. I love the smell, never could stand the taste. And that's primarily because I just couldn't handle, it's just not my thing. But I mean, my family never really drank coffee. My aunt, well, I remember my aunt visiting my aunt's place, and she would make coffee, and I love the smell of coffee, but not the taste. But yeah, I'll get used to it and start to be able to pick out the flavors and stuff someday. But for now, I will happily uh, use it as a way to get more work done. You can't do the caffeine. Whew. I get you. I get you. You just learned today that flowers have a tiny amount of caffeine in them. When bees feed on the flowers, the caffeine gives them a boost and helps them find more flowers and helps them communicate to other bees. Do they? Why don't I know that? My husband and I are beekeepers. He probably knows that. He probably knows that. I don't know everything, that's for sure. You drink English milk coffee. Was it Helen's Brew in the UK and got hooked. That's awesome. Milk coffee. So is there just a lot of milk mixed with the coffee? I was watching a show the other. Oh, I messed up. I was watching a show the other day. Hold on a second. Oh no, I am good. I am good. I am good. Whew. And it was how to make a good cup of English tea. Did they use milk in the tea? I can't remember. I've watched a lot of other videos since then, so I don't quite remember. But okay, Lucy. Good night. We will see you later. Merry Christmas. You were blown away. I was listening to a podcast on BBC called Nature Table, and they were discussing why caffeine occurs in nature. Ah. Well, obviously the cocoa plant. Well, that would be an excellent stimulant. I mean, it totally makes sense, you know. I mean, it's like, why is this way? Well, it's because of this. It's so awesome. Oh, my nose is hurting. It's my glasses? Man, I wonder if it's just, oh, I know what it is when we clean the fridge. We pulled the fridge out to clean behind it to try and clean the coils because of how, um, how the fact that it's not doing a very good job keeping things cool right now. So we vacuumed all around it, but when we pulled it out and started cleaning, the dust everywhere was just crazy. So that's probably why my nose is running and I'm feeling like I need to sneeze at some point. Not yet, but at some point. Oh, I hope it works. But if a new refrigerator is on tap, I'm all for it because the ice maker as we know, I'm addicted to ice, but the ice maker has been broken in the fridge for like 3 or 4 years, and I've tried to fix it. My husband's tried to fix it. Can't really fix it. I'm not really sure what's wrong with it, but I'm not paying for a repair guy to come out and fix it because I could just do the ice cube trays. So that's what I've been doing for a long time. So I'd be okay with that. We would go to, there's an outlet store that, like a Best Buy outlet store not too far away, that supposedly has fridges in stock. Well, they have fridges in stock because they're slightly abused fridges. They're like ones that get like dings or scratches or stuff that they can't sell as brand new, and or maybe they're returned and never used kind of thing. And so they're cheaper and you can get them right away because it's hard to get appliances right now. But so I'd be okay with getting a new fridge, so I wouldn't have to actually make ice and ice trays anymore. I'd be okay with that. And maybe I could get crushed ice and go back to my old terrible habit of chewing on ice. That would be not good. That would not be good. But I like the little like half moon ice. They make the little half. I can't even like a half. No, I can't. Okay, whatever. Um, they make the little slightly curved ice, and some of those things do. So I could go for that. I could. Do 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 do. Okay, I gotta untwirl my floss here. Little popcorn-like balls of ice are the best. Ooh, I don't know if I've had those. I also needed. I've had a few cup. Well, how do I say this? So I like large drink containers, so not always having to refill stuff. And I need stuff that the ice won't melt pretty quickly, so I need them insulated as well. And where am I? Okay, so hold on. I think I would remember I was just here, but no, I don't. Let's knock that out. I'm 161 stitches in here. I move down now. But I just got myself, because I wasn't sure if I was going to get it for Christmas, so I held off. But I got myself a couple of larger insulated beverage cups things from Amazon just a little while ago before I started the stream, because I'm like, I need to get this done. Stanley cups, they keep cold drinks cold for the whole day. Hold on here. Chewy ice. Ooh. On your refrigerator ice maker not working, there is a reset on it. A lot of people don't know that. Oh yeah? There's a reset on it? You sure? Maybe did I look? The problem with it is that the mechanism that pops the ice out wasn't popping the ice out. It would make the ice, but then it wouldn't pop it out. And so it was just like the whatever mechanism just wasn't working. A Trevis cup. Are these okay? So Stanley cups, Trevis cups. Are these what kind of material are these cups made out of? Because I'm very particular. I'm a little bit of a cup snob, and I can't have. I have to have. Sadly, I have to have plastic or something. Something like it. Aluminum, like the normal kind of trap. Well, not like aluminum. I can't, or any kind of metal like inside. I can't drink out of those. I'm so like for whatever reason, my taste buds. It like neutralizes my taste buds. I can't taste things, which just sounds weird, I know. Tervis is made in USA, double wall plastic. I wonder if I have a Tervis cup. It's gonna make me look this up. Tervis cup. Oh, there you go. Yeah, okay. Nice. They got baby Yoda ones. Baby Elvis. That would be weird. That's cool. I wonder how much they had to pay for that licensing. I like this one. Protect, attack, snack. That's cute. That's cute. With a travel lid. That's a possibility. I need to look at that. 16 ounces. See, I need like 32. Ain't kidding. I have a drinking problem. It involves large volumes of questionable substances. All right, I gotta stop. I gotta get back to stitching. Back to stitching. You have two Beauty and the Beast Tervis and a Wonder Woman one. Nice. You have a Stormtrooper one of those. Oh, that's cool. They have bigger ones. Ah. They're BPA free. Well, Dang it. I know I've ingested a lot of BPA. The Culver's in town has the chewy ice, and you always get soda. You always get soda when you go there just for the chewy ice. Nice. I know. You know what? I do know what you're talking about because they're smaller, right? But they're just like, yeah, that's the chewy. Yeah, that's exactly what I used to like chew on. The Stanley Cups mugs. They keep your coffee hot. We've been doing Aladdin. That's the one my husband has. And I just use, yeah, the little pellets. Yeah. That's the one my hubby uses. And I don't need a big coffee cup. I mean, I think it's like 8 to 10 ounces of coffee is what my coffee maker thing does. Ah! My scissors just dove off the edge of the table. Did you guys see that? I mean, literally, it's like it got wings and it just dove right off. Where are you, scissors? Oh, there you are. Oh, there we go. They survived. Take the ice tray out, and under the ice maker, there is a red reset button. Hold it for 10 seconds. All right, Nanette. If this works, well, watch it work, and then the fridge is broken. That would be ironic. The very definition of irony. It'd be icony. Steel. The tops are plastic, and they come with reusable straws. Yeah, see, drinking out of, I don't know what it is about my taste buds. They don't like that. Because I had a cup, or maybe I still have it somewhere, that, it's a St. Louis Blues cup. And it might even be that style. And I had to stop drinking out of it because the liquids, when it came out, it didn't taste right to me, no matter what I was drinking. I'm just weird. I'm just weird. And I claim that weirdness. I'm okay with that weirdness. I'm happy with that weirdness. Oh, look at that. I already did those bottom stitches. Or at least there. I didn't do them here. So I'm going to do them here. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to try the Laughing Man coffee, the Hugh Jackman coffee. See if that is any good. That's part of my little gift starter pack that my hubby got me. So that's what tomorrow's coffee shall be. But I think what I'm going to try and do in the future is drink my coffee before I leave the house, because I get so distracted as soon as I leave the house, because I'm only like 5 minutes from work. So I go over to I pick up the mail, and then I'm right at work. So I just invariably I end up not drinking the coffee because it gets cold. Then I go warm it up, and then it gets cold, and then I've drank maybe half of it. But if I can get up early, well, I'm always up early enough. But if I can get up, get my coffee in me, and drink it before I leave, that would be a real help. What am I doing? There we go. Oh, well. Merry Christmas, Sharon. Please tell me you're not at work. Oh, no, you're on vacation. How's the stitching going? Your husband has a huge Yeti that has been in perpetual use for 2 years. You mean like Yeti, like an abominable snowman? No, I know you don't mean that, but that's what my brain likes to go to. Your mom is like that, which is why she'll eat everything with chopsticks only. Oh, really? Oh, wow. I'm not that bad, but I would like to eat with chopsticks more. I'm so bad at eating with chopsticks. Oops. Yeah, I got that. Sharon, look, I'm working on Old World Map 2. It's back. Boop, 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 boop. Uh-oh, Snagalicious. It's Snagalicious. Beep, beep, beep. Come here. Come with me if you want to stitch. Bink, bink, bink. Nope. Oh well. I'll see if I can stitch on. Yay for Old World Map 2! Yes, I know. Yeti brand cup. Nice. Yeah, I've heard of the Yeti brand cup. They make a lot of really good things. Nice. Getting some good stitching in on your vacation. Also working on a puzzle and some gaming. Nice. What are you gaming on right now? I haven't even gamed 1 second today. A huge Yeti. So how big is the huge Yeti mug cup? Is it like, you say it's huge. Is it like 42 ounces or just 32 ounces or 60 ounces? Like, what is it? Yeti cups are awesome. I have one and it keeps the Diet Coke cold while you sip away. Clear top with a straw. Is that cold without ice? Because I got to have me some ice. I got to have me ice. But I need to work on using chopsticks because I think it's cool. That's the only reason, because I think it's cool. Here. Animal Crossing and Pokemon Sword, of course. But also got Abzu and Summer and Mara today playing Sim and getting totally lost thanks to no map. Oh, goodness. 32 ounces. Yeah, see, that to me is like the perfect size cup. I get, what I actually really like is the hospital cups. You know, like, well, I have to say this, you know, but if you've ever had to stay in a hospital, they give you, like a 32 ounce, it's a water cup because they make you drink so much water, and it has like the measurements on the side so you can see exactly how much water you've had, and they record that stuff. But you can buy those cups um, to use at home, and they're really nice. Uh, they insulate pretty well, and they're just really big, so you can fit a lot of stuff in there. I just used mine so much, I kind of wore it out. Like all the writing wore off of the side, um, and eventually it started on that one too. Like the lip of it started kind of warping a little bit, so I had to throw it out. But I ordered another one, and that's like the cup that I use. The mink. I got a little snag that I'm popping through. Poppity poppity pop. Pop, pop, pop. I want to find a smaller old world map cross stitch to make for your dad. They have. All right, no, I can't do it. I can't walk. They have mini versions of the map. So if you go on Golden Kite, you can look to see if they have a mini version. Now, the mini version still may be ridiculous in terms of just how much stitching it'll take, but there's a lot of map variants out there. So make sure that you go though with a reputable designer. Don't just buy any random map off of, say, Etsy, just because it may not look the way you want it to look. But there's a lot of good map patterns out there. But to get the detail, you got to have it be fairly big. It doesn't have to be this insane big, but like 2 foot wide big, in order to get a decent amount of detail on it. That's just the laws of physics. You can't change the laws of physics, Captain. Here we go. Here we go. Boom. Here we go. And that up there. Mark that off. Boop. 191 stitches. Nice. Nice. You'll do some digging. Nice. Small one on Golden Kite, 600 by 427 stitches. Oh my god, that's still so many. That's still huge. Your uncle is retired military and his second career was he owns a refrigeration repair for large and small businesses and home. I worked for him during the summers when you were in the States, when you were a kid. That's cool. See, the problem is that how do I say this? Let's not say that in a way that sounds like I'm stupid. The problem is that nowadays getting a repairman out to fix a fridge, like when something goes wrong in a fridge that like whether it's like a compressor or something that's otherwise large, like I can troubleshoot and usually figure out why this is working and why that's not. Oh, you know what the other thing is? Oh, the ice maker. Yeah, the ice maker hasn't been working, but like the entire fridge has been struggling to stay cold. So hopefully it's the coils, but we'll see. But it's so gosh darn expensive nowadays. To bring somebody out if they've got to change a piece, it might cost $500-600, and if you're going to spend $500-600 to repair a 20-plus-year-old fridge, you should probably just replace it. That being said, there is a place for repair. I'm all about repairing when you can. How do I recommend getting your floss for decently cheap? The cheapest way to do it is, and somebody else is going to jump in here and say it probably too. Joann's has coupons. If you're near Joann's or have a ability to get Joann's online, Joann's will have crazy coupons and sales that you can get your DMC floss for pretty cheap, like 35-45 cents or so. That's the one thing that I see people sometimes find really crazy floss sales at Joann's. Man, I got a little scratch right there. Let's see, how else can you do it? You kind of have to shop around. You can look on Etsy and see if anybody's selling it inexpensively, but then you have to pay for shipping usually. But yeah, you're gonna want to just pay attention to sales, and look for coupon opportunities. That will definitely help. But 2-3 times a year, you'll see the big stores have DMC sales, and that's usually your best bet for something like that. But they had to raise the price of DMC. I mean, they had to. I mean, the factory changed hands. New people bought it, and you got to make it profitable so that you can continue doing it. And anytime anybody new takes over a business, the expenses definitely go up. So you got to raise the price. It's just a natural business cycle kind of thing. So now, the other thing I would say is if you want to save money on floss, another great way to save money on floss is to actually stitch on smaller count fabric. And by smaller count, I mean like 25 count, 32 count, that kind of thing, because you use less floss that way. And so your skein of floss will go a lot longer. That might be another thing to do. And I would also just keep your eye out on your local, like, classifieds and maybe, like Facebook Marketplace. You also never know what you might find at a garage sale or an estate sale. They sometimes I've seen people pop out on a group on Facebook and be like, I just went to this garage sale and they were selling, like this massive stash for like $5, and they got like, maybe $50 worth of stuff for $5 or less. So miracles do happen. You just got to keep your eyes open. AliExpress CXC floss is like 20 cents per. It takes a while to deliver and the quality is pretty good. So CXC, is that like um an Eastern version of DMC? Is it when I say Eastern, I probably mean like Asian version. I don't know. I've never heard of it. Teach me, Yoon. Yes. Well, that's cool. You got to think DMC can't have a complete monopoly in the world on floss. That's what they call it, and they use the DMC color chart. Oh, nice. It's the brand that's most similar to DMC. Well, good deal. Nice. If you have to get a new one, look for an energy efficient one. There's a huge tax credit you can claim on your 1040 and use a 5695 form up to $3,500 credit. Well, that would be a nice little extra thing to do at the end of the year, wouldn't it? Nice. Well, thanks. I totally forgot about that aspect of it. Yeah, we need to get an energy efficient one for sure because of all the ice that I'm going to ingest. Lots of ice. I can't help it. I love it. I love it so much. Nope. There. Come here. There we go. Yes, miracles do happen. Someone posted a mirabilia lady of the flag that was found in a thrift store for 50 cents. Holy cow! It's an out of print, usually sells for 150 bucks. Yes, it does. Oh my goodness. Wow. That, you know what? That's a really great idea. Wow. I usually get my floss from 123 Stitch, 60 cents a skein, but only $3.95 for shipping. Only in the US though. Nice. I get my floss now from, is it 123 Stitch or is it Everything Cross Stitch? I think is where I get mine from. We all have our particular things that we like. Nice. Very, very nice. I can't believe that Lady of Our. That's like the most famous. I mean, I don't do mirabilias, but that's the one that I know of. As far as that's the super, that's like finding a original signed Declaration of Independence. That's the same, like in terms of like how important that is, or how big of a find that is. But that's a great thing. That's amazing. I can see how it would easily be overlooked though by people unless you totally knew what you were, looking at. Why is that out of print too? Like, why would that be out of print considering how popular it is? Like, are the mirabilia patterns? Do they like? Is there an issue with the designer? I'm really not into that aspect of the cross stitch world, so I don't know. You have a local cross stitch store, so you're trying to support them. Absolutely. That is awesome. Yeah, and it's tough for those guys because they buy DMC in bulk. So they get a little bit of a price break, but it all evens out because they end up what's my name? What's my name? They oh my brain. They end up they sell a little bit at a time, but oh man, wipe my eyes out a little bit. I'm definitely going to have to take a Claritin, maybe a Benadryl or something tonight. Knock me out. Get all the dust out of my brain. Closest you have to a local cross-stitch store is Hobby Lobby and Walmart. We used to have a yarn store, but the owners moved and took the shop with them. We also have a quilting store. Cool. I try to get my DMC floss from Michael's whenever I get a 20% coupon, but it's hit or miss on availability. Ain't that the truth? My local my local Michael's is terrible about stocking their DMC. And I swear it's all in the back in the boxes. I know they have it. They just don't prioritize putting it out. That's my feelings. Because every time I go there, there's always something that's kind of weird about it. It's in the last row, right in front of their, they always put it right in front of their storeroom. So sometimes there's like a pile of boxes, or pallets or something, like blocking the cross stitch section. I'm like, cross stitch. What do you call it? Cross stitch, anti-cross stitchers. Okay, Jules, calm down. Get this needle threaded. Come on, come on. There we go. Come on, people now. Smile on the road, everybody get together. Try to love one another right now. There we go. Moist. Scooch that over there. Don't block the stitchy supplies. I've taken pictures of such horrible things. I recently was at a craft store and the cops had to be called because the staff caught some lady using a 5-finger discount on floss. Is a 5-finger discount when you steal it? I've never heard that phrasing before. Lady of the Flag was released after 9/11 as a special edition, limited edition, with proceeds going to first responders. It was never meant to be in regular production. I did not know that, Cars. Wow. 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 That's cool. I did not know that. Gosh. Well, as beloved as it is, I would hope that they would bring it back. I mean, because, what was it? Long Dog Samplers had Pandemic, and it was free at first for the first month or something. And it was so popular, they finally converted it to a paid piece. And considering, crafting in general is not necessarily for most, not a very lucrative, sorry, I'm looking for the floss. Here we go. Not especially lucrative. I would think whatever you can do to help yourself out would be good. Oh man. Come on, people now. Smile on your brother. Everybody get together and try and band one another right now. Here we go. I mean, I'm all about getting famous, but not like that. No, actually, I'm not about getting famous. I don't want to be famous. Okay, I got this all twirled up. It's all twirly, twirly. I'm gonna, let me see if I have another color I can use here. I'm still in the process of organizing the floss. Actually, in the process I'll be working on that for quite some time. quite some time. Okay, so I'm spinning through this trying to figure out what color that I have available that I can jump into using. Let me see what I got over here. I didn't bring everything up. Let's go back over here. See, I got this I haven't actually highlighted that I did. I'll wait till I get down there. Really, I'll focus on the top part. But 3078, if I had 3078, I know it's not there because I know I haven't pulled it out. Let me grab my little box over here. 3000. Where is it? Do I even have it out? I don't think I even have it out. Let me see what this is. Let me see what this is. Well, that's 3072. I might use that one. You'll notice that I don't have everything bobbinated. And nope, I don't have everything bobbinated. I went through, if you guys don't follow the channel real close, I went through a phase with the dogs. Where, oh, that's 168. Nice. I need that from Reaper. Where one of my dogs, whose name rhymes with Melee, she got really mad at me a year or two ago. And I used to use a coffee table downstairs, and I kind of put my projects down there, and I'd set my floss out as I was using it. And I was bad about putting stuff up, I'll admit it. But she actually would climb up. She did this 2 or 3 times, and then I finally learned and moved everything off and stopped putting it there. She actually climbed up on the coffee table and pee all over my stuff. Like, I kid you not. Yeah, Mama Bailey. I kid you not. There'd be these huge stains on the fabric and stuff, and I'd have to wash everything. And then so much floss got ruined. And then I finally just moved it all and got it put up and moved it out. And so, but that's why you'll see a lot of skeins I've had for a while I just haven't used, instead of actually seeing stuff on actual bobbins, which is my preferred method of organizing my floss. But that dang dog, ding dong, ding dog. Now I just gotta find what I need. She's still around. She still gets mad at me, but I don't think I've given her too much opportunity to get back at me for anything. She's so vindictive, so smart. It's a little scary. There's 822. 3072. What color are you? 726. No, I don't think I need you. I'm so disorganized. 746. 739. I think I need 739. Because I think 739 is, well, I could just spin to it. It's this one. A bit of stitching to do. Now, I may have already stitched some of this. I think I have. I'll have to look. My eyes are itchy again. It was re-released about 2 or 3 years ago and again sold out. You live in California and had to call an LNS in Florida to get a copy and have it mailed to you. Wow. Dang. Wow. You would I'd be releasing it like every 18 months, you know. I mean, it's nice to have demand, but sell it, man. Sell it. Sell it to the people. Sell it to the people. All right, now I've got to see if, okay, so I did that there, so mark that off, and then that there, nope, that there, nope, that, nope, nope, there we go. Okay, Okay, so I actually stitched that there. And then the next bit would be down here, and it looks like I actually stitched that, so that's good. And where's that? Oh, I don't think I stitched that. I stitched it here and there. That's such a nice thing about Pattern Keeper. Okay, so I'm not going to use 739 because I'm barely seeing that I have anything to do with it. Shoot. Let me highlight this because I think I also did these. Yep, I did. There. Here. Go over here. Oh, and here. It's like a little fill in the blanks. Little fill in the blanks. Nice. Nice. Maybe I just need to move way down here. To the Blues. Speaking of the Blues, we got about 3 weeks to hockey season. Very excited. Very excited. Ready to roll for the season. 415. I know I have 415. I was just using it on Reaper. That's not it. There it is. She was jealous of my stitching. Yeah. You think you're going to crochet tonight? Nice. Yeah, she was definitely mad at me. I think she was mad at me because I brought in other dogs. And she's like, I don't like all these dogs in the house. I especially don't like Zuzu. Zuzu makes my life difficult. But, you know what? I'm like, Bailey, crazy dog, I took you in. Poor Mama Bailey. I've had her now for 6 years. I've had her for 6 years, a little over 6 years now. And when I got her from the shelter, she had been in and out of the shelter several times. She had had a cancerous mass removed from her chest, which has never come back to this point, which is good. She had that removed before I got her, and I think that scared a lot of people off, which was just, it's fine. But she'd been in and out of a lot of homes, and she really, really didn't trust when she first came. She's one of the smartest dogs I've ever met, maybe the smartest dog, and she really didn't bond with me very much in the beginning. She bonded with my husband. She loved him, or loves him, I should say, but in the beginning, she thought he was the bee's knees, and which was good because she needed somebody to really bond to. All right, I'm just checking here. Oh, I don't need to do that there. She's got to be about 14 now, maybe 13, 14. I think she was probably about 7 when I got her. Maybe 6, but probably 7. Yeah, she'd been in like 6 different homes and brought back for a variety of reasons. And so when she came to our home, I was like, all right, kid, you're staying here, so do what you will, but I'm not getting rid of you. And I mean, she's peed on stuff. She used to escape. That's why we have the 6-foot security fence outside, because she used to literally climb the fence with her toes. She was quite good at that, and then racing through the park and taking off. There've been at least a half a dozen times where she escaped into the park, and hubby had to go run, grab the car, drive around to the park, to the main park entrance and go in and track her down. She always liked to go into the creek, so she'd come back and she'd be muddy and wet, just happy as can be. But I was like, do your worst, kid. I ain't getting rid of you. So she settled in nicely. And now I made her fat. And so she's um, we started giving her canned food mixed in with some stuff, and she's finally gotten fat now, which I'm okay with that because she was always so ridiculously skinny for the longest time. Let's see here. You have a bunch of floss. You need to get bobbinated. Yeah, you and me both. Yeah, I think Bailey was returned a lot because I think she just caused issues. I think she, um, she's really smart enough to know kind of what to do, what not to do. And if she wants to piss you off, she will. But I kind of have a live and let live policy with her, and she doesn't really do a whole lot with me. She's still bonded to hubby, and that it's a lot of that is also because he's the one that would take her to the park. I don't go to the park very often. I should go to the park more, but she clearly has always loved him more than than me, and I'm totally fine with that. I'm glad she loves somebody. She's had a few close calls in the last year or two. She's had a couple seizures. She's had a few episodes where I was like, what is wrong with you? Like, I know something is really wrong with you, but then she'd snap out of it. And there's a kind of a limit, I would say, to sort of what the dogs get in terms of, I mean, I can give them their own care, so I can take care of little minor stuff. But if something major came along and she had a huge, huge issue that would require like a specialist, or we wouldn't, we make it so that we can have a bunch of rescue dogs here. But if they required, we don't really have the money for, believe it or not, we don't have the money to treat like major medical issues that would be require the services of a specialist. I mean, it's just, I can't do everything. So, but she's had 6 years with us, and they've been 6 pretty dang happy years. So the dogs are all like, I've got 6 dogs for those who don't know. And no, yep, 6 dogs now. And Zuzu is by far the youngest at 6. She turned 6 on the 1st. She was a New Year's Day baby. And she definitely what's my words? Yeah, she's been a trial. But like Jelly's got to be like 13, 14, and her life has been so much harder. She looks a lot older, but I'm pretty sure she's only 13, 14. We've had her for about 4 years now. And Topher's got to be, well, Doogie's 11. Topher's likely about 11, 12. And Binky's got to be about 12. So all the dogs are, outside of Zuzu, all the dogs are a lot older. And honestly, unfortunately, because Miss Zuzu is a golden retriever, cancer is so prevalent in that breed that you can't say that she is going to live to be 13, 14 as well. I mean, she has pretty crappy genetics. Um, she has pretty bad hips, and she had a heart murmur when she was born, but thankfully she grew out of that. But I don't trust her genetics not to trigger cancer in her at some point. So you never know with the zoo. Aw, you hear about my dogs a lot from me. You feel like their aunt. Yeah, we talk about them a lot. I mean, they are such a massive part of our lives. And we just, we're not, I don't ask anything of my dogs. I don't ask them to be perfect. I don't train them in the sense of like obedience. I mean, they're all rescues in one way or another. And so, um, they just come here and just live the best life they can. It's like a retirement home. And, when we're not planning, I mean, I shouldn't say we're not planning because we weren't planning on getting yet another dog when I went and got Binky, but Binky's not really a dog. She stays up. She's totally opposite of what all the other dogs are. Like, I mean, she's so independent. She's in the bedroom right now, so um, she's really hardly any. She's really no trouble, to be honest with you. But I think we definitely are going to go through that rescue again in the future whenever we need other dogs, or we have room for other dogs, but we would be comfortable with downsizing to about, I think our perfect number is probably 2 or 3 dogs. And that's kind of that's what we're shooting for one day. It's about probably where we'll kind of stabilize at. Unless, something happens. Stuff always seems to happen. And if it does, that's fine. We'd be okay with that. We would be totally okay with that. Because you never know. Because I've gotten a couple of dogs. Well, how many dogs did I get from work? 3 actually from work. So I could get more. Retirement home. Yeah, pretty much. She's a strong, independent dog that doesn't need a human. Pretty much. She don't need no human. I got a few of those, and you know what? They can live here. And that's the thing is that I don't make the dog be what I want it to be. I'm just like, well, what are you? All right, that's cool. We'll go from there. And so, and we'd like to do more with cats. Right now, Mercury is a good, probably like 18 years old, still going strong. Man, I do not. The day, I gotta tell you guys, when Mercury goes, my husband is gonna be a mess. He loves that cat more than I love anything but him, I think. And so he is like, when that cat first, he was, would, so how do I say this? So the story of him and the cat, he, he decided, he moved into a condo many years ago, like over 10 years ago. And he was like, all right, I have my own place now. I can get a cat. So he went to the local shelter and was looking at cats. And there was a kid there, a little boy, who was being an absolute jerk to this cat that turned out to be Mercury. And he was teasing him and like just being mean to him in some way at the shelter. And nobody was really stopping it. And my husband got so mad about it. Oh, one more down. He was like, I'm taking that cat right there. And they're like, are you sure? And he's like, yes. And I gotta say that Mercury did not trust humans at all. I mean, again, that's like the theme of our pet lives, but like didn't want the touch of a human, didn't want to have anything to do with a human, would swat you or bite you as soon as look at you. And he worked with that cat, with that trust with that cat for like months and months before he could pet him without him biting him. Um, and now they basically have this very close relationship where um, there's many things that they do during the course of the day that I love, but at night my husband has this routine where he goes to bed and then Mercury will come in. And if Mercury doesn't come in, if he doesn't realize that my husband's gone to bed, he'll call him, like he'll pat his chest, and Mercury will hear it and come in, and he'll jump up and he literally lays on his chest, lays down so that his head is literally head butted right up against my husband's chin, and he purrs so loud. And my husband just like brushes him for like ridiculous amounts of time, and they just do that for forever. And it's pretty amazing considering how like it's any stranger to that cat is has a hard time. Um, where were his parents? I have no idea, dude. I have no idea. Um, but it took Mercury a while to accept me when I first met him. And I was over at Mark's place, my husband, a fair bit to get to know him. And but I don't think he let me pet him a little bit, and he started accepting me more and more because I was around so much. But I couldn't do anything with him. Like I certainly couldn't pick him up. There was a limit to like even trying to pet him. And it wasn't until we moved him in here and then gave him the entire upper floor of his own, away from the dogs and protected. And then over time, he and I, definitely I can pet him now. I love to pick him up and squish him. And I know he hates it, but oh no, I don't know if he hates it or not. He might like it. He doesn't object now. I pick him up and squeeze him, but I feed him and, I do a lot of things for him. So it's worked out. 255 stitches tonight. That's really good. I'm right there with you. Still 12,000 to go. Woo! Dang. Dang, dude. That's crazy. That's crazy. But anyway, we're sort of a laissez-faire, live and let live kind of household when it comes to animals. We just kind of take them in. We're like, all right, what do you want to do? That's fine. Like the birds and the gecko and the fish I actually purchased, jerkfish. The axolotl was a purchase, but honestly, it's almost like a rescue. He's still happy as a clam. But our future plans when it comes to dogs, as far as being like lower count, is we're definitely going to be going towards those dogs that are definitely like in need of a good home. Older dogs at shelters that just need a home to just feel safe and loved and not be asked to do anything else. And we can provide that. So that's our plan. 12,000 to go. Nice. I am 52,000 stitches in on this piece, and this piece is a total of it's only a total of 700,000 pieces or stitches. Well, that's nice. I thought it was a million. I am roughly 7.5% in, and I just dropped the needle. Oh, but not the needle that I was using, so I'm not going to worry about that just yet. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. Boopity-boopity-boopity-boo. I'm not going to do any more 415. Ooh, that's 3866. Is it not? It is. Well, hooray. Let's see. That's a bit. That's a bit. I could do that because I found my 3866. Let me think here. Let me go over here for a second. Zoom in on the super colored part. See what I got here. Nope. There. Nope. There. Nope. There. Well, it's not very much to stitch. There. Nope. Baba hum. Do I have any 746 to do? There. But it looks like hardly anything. Yeah, hardly anything. Come on, people now. It's funny how I get like one song in my head per day. It's a little weird. Kind of like me. I'm just moving this thing about. Oh, you know what? I think I'll stitch that 3866. Ah, come back. Come back, 3866. Christmas movie house. Oh, I know you probably mentioned it, but how many colors are in Old World Map? It's definitely over 200. Let's see, I had just pulled the page up, so it's still here. Total colors 200. Yep. Yep. The stitch count is 990 by 704. So on 18 count fabric, the dimensions are 55 by 39. And that's the finished size. That doesn't include, you know, the extra fabric. But yep. Yep. Oh, it's on sale right now. It's very cool. Oops, and then I lost it. There it goes. There it goes. Cool, cool, cool. Ta-da! 36% done. Looks like more to you, but Pattern Keeper doesn't like. Does it? Doesn't lie? I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, you love being able to see the counts on Pattern Keeper? Me too. Me too. I think it's great. I've got to get my floss organized. You know what? That should be like a new, you know, like people say, I've got to get my act together. I've got to get my floss organized. Like, that would be like a really funny saying that only cross stitchers would use. We could use it as like a secret code to each other. Of course, you know, and then there are times when you do actually mean that you need to get your floss organized, but you know, we would know the difference. We would be able to tell. I'm just looking to see what other colors I have over here. They're in the little bins. They're in the bins. Oh, 318. I needed that for Reaper too. I'm gonna get some Reaper done later. What color are you? Ah, 3325. That's what I've needed for, well, gosh, duly darned. I need that for the Lincoln Memorial one. Hooray! I've been looking for you. Well, there you are. That is lovely. Lovely. 543. Man, this thing is such a mess. I gotta get my floss organized. Oh, hello. Oh, no, I've seen you before. Okay, come with me. Come with me, 3866. It's 3:30 in the UK. You're off to try and get some sleep. It's been an absolute pleasure to spend the night with us. Finally watch a live stream. Been having a wonderful rest of the day. And we'll watch the rest of the stream on YouTube. Good night. Good night, Becky. Good night. We'll see you later. Hasta la pasta. There is a hashtag GSD going around. What's GSD? What did I say? Cross that stitch when we get to it. Ah, that's a good one. We're going to cross that stitch when we get to it. I love it. I hadn't heard that one. That's awesome. I like it. Oh, that's funny. Did I end? Okay. Did your phone glitch? Nope. I will give you guys warning before I'm over. And I ain't over anytime. I'm not over. You're over. No, I'm kind of, none of us are over. We're all good. We're all good. I'm just trying to figure out what number I'm going to stitch next. Or do I move over to Reaper? kind of thinking I should move over to Reaper, but on the other hand, I gotta move way back for Reaper. What do I have here? What is this? Oh, that's the honeybee portrait. I'm not really jumping into that one just yet. Oh, my back. Oh, my back. Hum. Ho hum, as my grandma always said. Ho hum. Ho hum. Yeah, let's just keep pushing through on this one. I'll figure it out. I'm just having a little bit of sorry, I'm yawning. Sorry. Come on, people now. Nice, Nanette. Good night. You have a Zoom sampler meeting in the morning. Nice. Well, you have a good one. Enjoy. Your phone just glitched. You never know why. Wee. Whoops, hello. A little piece of extra stuff there. There's my needle. Gotta cross that stitch when we get to it. Here we go. Wee. Zoom meetings. I guess we could have done it. I did a Zoom Christmas Eve call with my mom. Since we were going to be out for about half the day today, we decided to do Christmas Eve. And then when I got my Christmas cookies in, I waited for my Christmas cookies for 2 weeks. It took forever. What happened? Oh, baby. So I have these left, and this is how my mom is, like Ziploc, and then individually wrapped. You know, that broke. That's okay. Individually wrapped in Saran wrap, because she's awesome, and everything came tasting as fresh as the day she made it. It was amazing. But what happened to all of my no-bake cookies? I can't have eaten them all already. That is just not fair. If that happened, not. Oh, holy crap! I've rolled on a pattern. I've rolled on a pattern. Get off my pattern. Get off my pattern. There we go. Oh, it's Empire State Workers. Oh no. I'm okay. It's okay. We're okay. Workers are okay. Got a little roughed up there, but otherwise they're okay. I got to stitch on that more. I need to also. You know what? I decided to go ahead and get that fray check stuff, or maybe I'm just gonna tape it. Maybe I'll just tape it. I'll tape it, and the cross stitch police will have a conniption, an absolute conniption, I tell you. Ooh, I could also stitch on that one. Ooh, well, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'm gonna put down the 3866. I'll pull it through and leave it there. Put this one aside because I bring out the Lincoln Memorial piece because I found the 3325. Here, you fade of fabric that's gonna cut me when I use you until I get you all soft and see how stiff it is. Got all mess with it, get it all softened up. Do I bake? Rarely. Honestly, I used to, but I'm not really one for that. My hubby does it some. I used to make all kinds of things, but I don't know. I think I'll get back into it when I retire, when I kind of have more time. But for now, no. I need to make progress on this piece like you wouldn't believe. Alright, so we're going to do this. And then I'll change my picture so y'all can see what I'm doing. Barely started this piece. Okay, let me wonder if it'll show up if I change it here. I'm going to try it out and see. if it changes on your. I don't think I've changed the photo during a stream before. Maybe I have. I just don't remember. Pictures. Do. There it is. Perfect. And voila. Let's make it bigger. There it is. There it is. All right, so 268 stitches on Old World Map 2 today. So that's like about 600 since I started this week. That's good. All right, Lincoln Memorial. Let's pull you up here. Hot diggity dog. Actually, I'm going to have a little bit of my Christmas cookie. I need sustenance. Didn't inherit my mother's love of baking. Didn't inherit my mother's skill in baking. My mom can bake like nobody's business. She's amazing. I don't have that skill. It was a Christmas miracle, I tell you. Because it's like, you know, I haven't seen my mom in over a year. Probably a year and a half. And in person. So, you know, it's nice to have those cookies. All right, tighten this baby down. All right, what do I do with that 3325? 3325, check in. TK125. There we go. I think I got a little frosting in my eye. Woof. Woof. All right. Oops, sorry about that. Hit that with my glasses. With my glasses. All right. Project change. All righty. Hot diggity dog diggity. Hot diggity dog. There we go. I think this year a lot of people experienced receiving care packages and understand how our soldiers feel when they get one. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, man. All right, let's move this over here. Let's scooch up so that I'm a little bit more visible. Move the camera in a little bit. Sorry. There we go. All right. I can't wait till this fabric is actually like softer, but I could make it softer. I could do it right now, but I'm not going to because I like the feel of the fabric softening over time. It's pretty cool. It's like a badge of honor, you know? It's like jeans that are worn in or work shoes that are worn in. Or scars. Not a little snag, but not bad. Merry Christmas, Cade. You just got the kids off the bed. Lovely. Welcome, welcome. You know, it's not that I don't love to bake. It's just that I really love to eat what I bake. That's not good for the waistline. No, no, no. My mom is very disciplined in how much she eats. I did not inherit that at this point in my life. I'm hoping as I get older, I'll be better about it. Won't, and just take a little bit. But I sent a care package to. Oh, I sent my mom's Christmas present. Um, so on Christmas Eve, we Zoom called so I could watch her open them, and she's so flippin' cute. Um, it was adorable. I just got her basic, practical stuff, the kind of stuff that makes her happy. So it was like a couple of big, huge things of like hand lotion that she loves, and some lip balm that she loves, and I got her some little miniature candies because she always likes a little bit of chocolate. And I got her grandma's cookies because she's a grandma, and just I found Lysol wipes, which I mean that's like for most of this year that was you couldn't even get them, and she hadn't had any in a while, and she likes she just cleans everything, so she likes having those. I found a 3-pack for her and sent them to her, so she was really happy with everything, and so that was fun. You love the feel of stiff fabric when you start and then love it as it gets soft as you work. Absolutely, me too. My hardest problem with Ada is getting it under control as you stitch in hand. It likes to have a mind of its own. Oh, absolutely, especially when it's like fresh Ada. Fresh Ada. You're currently stitching in hand on a smaller piece and you keep telling yourself to be patient. Wow, that's crazy. Stitching in hand. That's impressive. I really wouldn't have the patience for that. I'd be stabbing myself left and right, getting upset with myself. I'm going to come down here, do this one. Doop doop doo. Boopity boppity beepity boo. Boopity boppity beepity boo. Oh, I didn't even ask you guys. So next week's stream, I was planning on just going ahead and doing the morning stream because I like Christmas night stream because I feel like to me, like I know when I was by myself, Christmas nights were like the worst. I mean, Christmas Eve is one thing, but Christmas nights, like everybody's doing their own thing, and like it can feel kind of lonely. And so I wanted to stitch with you guys tonight. Just I just like to reach out. But next week, because it's New Year's, I'm kind of like, I think I'm just going to do the New Year's Eve morning stream like normal. Um, that's going to be an exciting day because we're ending the year. Super excited about that. I don't think I've ever been so excited for a new year in my entire life. It is a home sweet home sampler that you intended to finish a year ago. Hey, better late than never. You use a sewing method, so stitching in hand is the only way to go. If I ever end up getting a floor stand, I will do two-handed stitching for sure. Nice. Huh. I have thoughts in my head. There are thoughts in my head. Okay. I'm not willing to share said thoughts, but if the thoughts blossom into the idea that I'm thinking about. I will share it during another stream, but not quite yet. Not quite yet. Did anybody watch that new Pixar movie Soul today? My husband watched it at least twice. He keeps telling me I need to watch it, and I will watch it when I can. Get in there. Always good to have thoughts. I know. Sometimes I'm surprised I still have thoughts. Oh, hey, Bully, what's up? How are things on your side of the world? Go. Having thoughts is always a good thing. Oh, oh man. When you watch Soul, not quite as bad as Toy Story 3. That was hard to watch. Bawled your eyes out. Well, good to know that. I'll make sure that I watch it when I'm okay with crying my eyes out. Today's the 26th in India. Well, of course. It's already tomorrow. Happy Christmas. Happy day after Christmas. Do you do Boxing Day, Bully? Do you guys celebrate that, or do you have any special holidays that you celebrate? Yeah, I bawled my eyes out with that last episode of Mandalorian. Holy cow. That one got me. That one got me right in the feels. Right in the feels. All right. Got a box done here. Got a spot there. Boom. Nice. Diwali and is it Holly or Holy? I've heard of Diwali. I think I'm saying it right. I don't know if I am. Holy. Okay, gotcha. Very cool. It's pronounced as holy. Gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha. Diwali. Diwali. Gotcha. Thank you. Thank you for the pronunciation. Very cool. That's another one of my somewhat resolutions this year is I want to start making more vegetarian Indian recipes. I want to understand the spices a lot more, and I want to understand kind of why, like what it is that I truly love. Because I love curry. Oh man, my husband is a big time. Oh my gosh, brain. Oh, vindaloo. He loves vindaloo. Saag. I want to learn how to make a good paneer saag. Really good. Or is it sag paneer? It's paneer sag. Oh man. I need to that's a goal. If I was gonna, I don't cook and I don't bake. Let's just say that. My husband is the true cook in the family. He enjoys it, and thankfully he does it. He's also home. He works from home, and then he gets off before I do. So he usually is either preparing dinner or um, has dinner ready by the time I get home, which is really nice. But there are those days when I'm actually home that I could do something, and I want to do some stuff. Oh, thanks. My day is going very well. Thank you so much. It's we're having a lovely Christmas here, and it was a nice day. Just kind of went over and saw a couple friends, had a good meal, and otherwise just been relaxing, stitching a lot. Does he make dog treats? No, he does not make dog treats. Uh, you know, if he did that, I think the dogs might jump in the oven, and that would not be good. Especially Doogie. Doogie's not very bright. Doogie the dog. It's funny. It's you just had a vision of him fending off dogs while he tries to make their treats. Yeah, pretty much. That's how it would be. It's funny because the fabric is so stiff and this hoop is bigger. My hand is getting tired holding the hoop because it's not supple enough to just kind of turn and bend easily. Turn and bend. Oh, that's an old snag I didn't realize I had there. Oh well. Yeah, the dogs are a little nuts when it comes to that kind of stuff. Zuzu's the worst. She's golden retriever is just the worst at it. Go. From where did I learn how to cross stitch? I had a friend teach me, just on a little bitty pattern, but you know, nowadays you can learn from YouTube. That's probably where I would really learn. But I had a friend teach me a long time ago. You hate it when you flip over and see a snag from about 10 rows back? Absolutely. I know. Especially if it's a really big one and there's like a big chunk of fabric back there. That's really bad. Making progress, making progress. Oh, I'm starting to slow down a little bit, kids. 3 hours of stitching. Good. Hooray. When I finish the string tonight, I will start to upload video so I can hopefully remember to put it out tomorrow morning. Anybody who doesn't want to come on Twitch but just wants to watch it on YouTube, it's there for them. I think a lot of people are going to be, a lot of people who've been watching my channel for a while are going to be happy that I got back on Old World Map 2. Just like me, I'm happy. Happy, 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 happy. It's so much easier with Pattern Keeper. It's just ridiculous. Get that in there. There we go. Come on now. There we go. So my mom lives in Georgia, and they had some pretty bad storms. Was it today? This morning? I can't remember. It's nothing like a Christmas tornado, because that's so common. My uncle, who lives in North Carolina, actually had snow this morning. So that was cool. I was a little jealous. Or a lot jealous, I should say. So far this year, we've had 2 good snowstorms. Not the kind that bring a lot of snow on the ground, but the kind that look really awesome when the snow's coming down. And it would be nice to be home for one of those, but alas, I always seem to work when that happens. But that's okay. Let's see here. You were in a blizzard warning on Wednesday, hit 50 degrees today. That sounds like Colorado weather. Yeah, I think it was 45 degrees today or something. It was felt quite warm. Come here. There we go. Ah, get in there. Come here. Come here. Don't be silly. There we go. All right. Phew. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish out this strand, and that'll probably be it for me, because it's kind of my bedtime, even though I took a nap. I'm surprised hubby hasn't come up to go to sleep yet. He was quite tired today. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-dum. 70 and sunny in California. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. You had flurries in wind, and the high was 14 here. Wow. Now that actually was what day was that? Wednesday? Tuesday? It was a day like that this week. It was so cold. We had a wind chill down to it was in the single digits for sure. Surprisingly cold. It's probably asleep on the couch. Yeah. He has a lazy boy downstairs that he will sit in sometimes. But usually if he's feeling like that, he'll just come on upstairs to bed. Because we had a couch. We got rid of it. Dogs kind of destroyed it. And then we have a second little couch. We ended up making it the dog couch. So they sleep on it. So we just kept the lazy boy. But otherwise we go downstairs, we just sit at our desks. We have a little matching computer desk downstairs that we sit at. And so he usually if he's gonna sleep he'll come up here. Speaking of sneezing. Oh, I needed to do that for a while. That felt good. All that dust from the fridge. I'm cleaning the fridge. The outside of the fridge. It would be good to get a new fridge though, it really would. We need to get one that's a little smaller than the one we have because it kind of sits out away from the cabinets a little bit. The kitchen would be a little bit more user friendly if it wasn't. There we go. If it wasn't. If the fridge was a little smaller, it'd be a little easier. I'm trying to say that word. I can't quite say it. Come here. Get in there. Get in there. There we go. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Can't even imagine 14 degrees. Well, shoot. I know Sharon could probably attest to it. I mean, it's, well, you guys, the coldest temperature I've ever been in, I think it was 20 below. I don't know if that was with wind chill or not, but it was definitely, I've been in 20 below weather. And since I've been living in this place, I think it's gone 5 below, 10 below before. It's rare. It doesn't happen very often, but it is possible. You'd walk to work in wind chills of negative 30 degrees Fahrenheit every year. Oh man, that is so painful. That is so painful. Although I do love the cold. I hardly ever wear a jacket though. If you live in Colorado, there's a lot of people that live in Colorado that we don't really wear jackets very often. When it gets really cold, sure, but I'm not outside that much. I wear layers, but I don't wear a jacket very often. It's pretty common to see, like, even in snowstorms and stuff, to see people walking around in shorts. And, they might have a sweatshirt on, but they're wearing shorts and even sandals in snowstorms. It's kind of funny. People don't understand unless you this kind of snow we have, because the humidity is so low that when it snows, it's almost like insulating in a sense. It feels warm sometimes, like you don't feel the cold. I don't know how to describe it other than that. It just is comfortable. So you can walk around in short sleeves in the middle of a blizzard. No, that's fine. Cold can take your breath away. It hurts. Just hurts. You always wear sandals. Your feet can't handle closed toes, shoes. Allergies make them swell a bit. Oh, wow, dude. That would be even harder. Do you ever wear the what do they call them? Not clogs. I want to say gaiters. Alligators? Not alligators. like those medical shoes that people wear, but then they became famous and popular, and everybody started wearing them. Crocs, thank you. Alligators. I sounded like some old person. You got them a pair of alligator shoes. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Oh, gosh, I sound like I've reached that point in my life. Oh, my God. Oh, that's funny. Got some alligator shoes. I'll show up at the store. I want to go out. My first purchase in a store, like when this whole thing is over and I can actually go to a store, like proper. I want to buy a good pair of shoes, and I'll show up and I'll be like, "Oh, give me a pair of them alligator shoes." Alligators was close. Same family. I have an old pair I wear when I run to the front of my apartment building to do laundry or to get the mail. Need a new pair. Gotcha. My go-to for shoes lately has been Skechers. Less expensive, fit pretty well, but I need a pair of a good strong, like a working boot or working shoe, a strong soled, supportive shoe. That's my wish. I wish I might get a new pair of shoes tonight. I'm just not a shoe person, but a good pair of shoes. You finished the round on the blanket you're making. Woot woot. Last we got down to the mid-40s overnight. That's cold in your part of California. I've never seen it snow except on TV. Anybody that can live in cold is a lot braver than you. Yeah, I don't know if I'd say braver. We just kind of deal with it. The kids at TikTok have a new challenge. It's to try to write your name without lifting your pen off the paper. Congrats, you invented cursive? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh my God, that's funny. I could show them a new language. Wow, that's funny. Merrill brand and Keen shoes may be worth looking at. Yeah, totally. I've had Merrills years before I had a pair of Merrills. Keens I like. I have to get them wide. I have my right foot is wider than my left. And so I have to always make sure that they're wide shoes. But I'm gonna have to break down and just buy a good quality pair of shoes next time. To just make sure that they last a long time. Take care of them. Keens are definitely wider overall. That's good to know. Thanks. That's funny, Yoon. The penmanship textbooks are one of the least checked out subjects in our pre-K grade 12 textbook collection at work. Oh, you worked at a shoe store for 2 years? Nice. Well, that's good to know because Keens are definitely pretty good quality. That's awesome. Ah. Very cool. Thanks for the advice. I didn't realize that about Keens. I like the look of their shoes. I wear tennis shoes. I wear like cross trainers or walking shoes or whatever goes for like regular tennis shoes. I wear them at work, but I do wear them out. They get pretty damaged, as you could imagine. With the doogs, chewing my feet on occasion, or just a variety of different things that happen to my feet. So I'm going to go all the way down here. I have less than 40 rounds left to go on this blanket. For any crocheters out there, I'm working on Sophie's Universe. Technically more than that since I'm going to do the granny square extension, but still, totally, I don't understand what you're saying. That's like a foreign language to me. The average lifespan of a shoe, regardless of brand, is 6 months. See, that's, okay, so I don't wear nice shoes because I just, I don't care. I haven't cared. But I'm kind of caring now that I'm getting older. But, I look at some brands, like, well, okay, so I watch like a YouTube channel like Trenton and Heath. Those guys are cobblers. So you see them taking like these old leather shoes, um, different brands that boots especially that you can resole them and just different things and I would want to get a pair of shoes that I could have for years because I wear my shoes until I wear holes in them, not the bottoms per se, but usually they bust out the sides or something. But they make them like that, don't they? Told people once they start to feel different, their feet are telling them their shoes are breaking down. Leather shoes of that quality are basically forever shoes if properly cared for. Yeah, see I'd like a really good pair of shoes that just, I could just wear, I wouldn't wear them to work because I don't want to get that messed up, but, wear them out and about and that's just my pair and I do take care of them. Your knees are really good about telling you when your shoes are wearing out. And since you walk everywhere and you're not skinny, I get you, dude. I get you. It could be worse. I was FaceTiming a cousin and her roof was leaking. Problem was she was catching the drops with a strainer. Oh, and she was arguing with me that it was a bucket. Oh, wow. That happens. I just called Crocs alligators. So, it would be totally worth the investment. Absolutely. So yeah, I think that's like the one thing that I want to do. I think I'm going to treat myself when you can kind of go back into stores is to go find a good place to get a good pair of shoes. Really good pair of shoes. Rotating shoes is the perfect way to extend the life of every pair. Finally, you screamed, "It's a bucket with holes!" And she finally snapped out of it. Oh my goodness, poor kid. Oh man, that's bad. We all have those times though. Flip-flops are the state shoe of California. Nice. I bet they are. But like I said, I've not been a big shoe person, but as I've gotten a little older, like I notice people's shoes when they come in. And so I kind of watch different people's shoes and there've been some really nice like work boot type, but they're like women's work boots and they're like leather, almost like cowboy boots, but not all the way up cowboy boots, but I don't know. I'm just going to have to take a look when everything is open and whatnot, and I get a little money. A little money, honey. Come here, you. There we go. People treat you different when you have nice shoes on. Only the people that care about shoes. Because I don't. I mean, I look at people's shoes, but I just look at them because I'm interested in shoes. I also, ever since I saw this one Trenton and Heath, or maybe I saw some video about I want to say it's the continental type of lacing your shoes, where they, instead of like crisscrossing, they come straight across, so it's like just like rows of laces. Like, I pay attention, and there was one person I've seen, one guy that came in once with his shoes that way, and I was like, oh, that's so cool you do your shoes like that. And he's like what? And I'm like, well, like that. He goes, well, that's just how the shoes came, and so I just kept doing it. And I'm like, oh, that's like a very fancy way of like doing your shoes. And so tying your shoes and whatnot. Fancy shoes. If I can recommend one shoe that is excellent for retail standing on feet all day, it is the New Balance 928. Not attractive, but very supportive. That's all that matters. You guys are so funny. You guys are so funny. Mercury's now in here eating his food extremely loudly. And now I'm telling you that he's doing this because it's just about bedtime. He's realized it's about bedtime. And so he's coming in to empty his food bowl so that my husband will come in and fill his food bowl back up. I'm telling you, this is what his thought process is. Is that what you're doing, Mercury? Trying to empty it out so you get more food? He's not even paying attention to me. He's like, forget you, man. You hardly feed me. I need the main man to feed me. When it comes to shoes, you're all about Tods or Treks. I don't know what Tods are. Or Toads? Tods? Boy. So I'm going to have like another 100 stitches done on this one tonight. Nice. It's a pretty good productive night of stitching, if I do say so myself. Hey, Karen. Oh, nice. Just sitting down to watch my end of year project review video and decided to take a quick peek at Twitch. Nice. Well, Merry Christmas. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, we've been streaming now for 3.5 hours. And I'm actually getting ready to wrap things up. Well, I'm sorry. But you watched the video. Oh, wait. I'll give you a surprise sneak peek. Hold on a second. To show what I was doing earlier. Check out what I was working on earlier. It's Old World Map 2. That has been revived. So I've gotten about 400 or 500 stitches done on this in the last couple of days. So I'm super happy to have this one back in the fold. Yay for the map! Yep. That's going to make everybody happy, including me. Catch up on my YouTube vids. Sharon, you know everything because you're in the videos all the time, or you're in the streams all the time. Yeah, super excited. I just got to get the floss organized now. Hooray! Got some progress done on this thing. Hoorah! Let me mark that off. Boom. Shakalaka. Nice. 108 stitches. Very cool. So I did... Hold on. I did 268 on... That wasn't a lot. But on Old World Map 2, that's a lot. So almost 400 stitches tonight. I was very happy about that. Am I still planning to stream on Sunday? Yes, I am. Normal time. And then I'll be back to my normal time next Thursday, too. I'll stitch on New Year's Eve morning. So we'll get that done. We'll be like a sending out 2020 with a bang cross stitch. And yep, but yeah, we'll stitch on Sunday. We'll see which one we'll stitch. I don't know. Maybe I'll do more World Map 2, or maybe I could do Rainy Waterloo too. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm going to put this one up as this video today as my stitch with me for the week. And then you still like to watch the weekly updates? That's cool. I appreciate it. There are some things that pop into those that and you'll be able to see like how tired I was, how stressed I was, both on Tuesday and then the end of your video. I was definitely very stressed. I was tired and I was stressed, and I was just like, look, I just want to get this done with. And then the business got approved, so we're now open. The kennel expansion is open finally, and like the weight of the world has literally been lifted off my shoulders. So a lot of stitching has been done the last like 3 days. And we're going to continue that through the weekend. I'm just getting a lot of stuff done. But yeah, it's good. And so it's going to be really good for stitching, because that 2 years, the last 2 years, that has been what I stress about. That has been 90% of all my stress has been that. So I learned a lot. And what I learned is I never want to do it again. I never want to do any construction job again, ever. It stinks. It was so bad, and we're not even done. We're just not even done. And there's things that have to be done over because they were done wrong, that I had to say, come on, guys. But yeah, I appreciate all the congrats, guys. Thanks. But if you see me on those videos, the end of year and the last weekly update, I mean, I look stressed and tired. I was just at my wit's end. But now I'm like, cool. But yeah, now it's open, and I don't have to worry nearly as much. So I'm happy about that. But yeah, it was good stuff. So yep, I'm gonna load this video up and get it on YouTube for tomorrow, and keep on stitching. But I'll see you guys on Sunday morning, and we'll get together again. I hope all you guys can make it, and we'll get some more stuff done. How about that? But Merry Christmas, Happy day after Christmas for those of you who are already into December 26th. One day closer to 2021. That's going to be awesome. But thank you guys so much for hanging out, and the good conversation. It's been wonderful. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys very soon. Thank you again. I don't have anybody to send you over to at the moment. I don't know who's streaming, but things have been crazy. I have to head to bed as I'm starting to nod off here. Good. You and me both, kiddo. Good stitching session. Thanks, Winian. It's good stuff. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to call it a night. I can floof right off. That's right. Thanks, Anna. Thanks, Yoon. Y'all have a good one. And yeah, I'll catch you on the flip side, kiddos. Bye, everybody.